I mean, you roll
All right,
one
we're
on the
rolling. Cool.
D100.
All right, nobody swear for a couple of seconds.
Huzzah.
That's good because I need to be right back.
Of course you
So,
do.
okay. Loth excuses himself. All right, hold on.
Excuse for Loth.
Sorry. Felt a slight cough coming on there. Okay. So we rolled Destiny. Everybody can see it. It's big. It's big Destiny today.
Kind of
Well,
exciting.
since we need to space out for Loth, and we're supposed to start with a fight immediately, instead, why don't you guys have you guys spent your EXP on anything lately?
I did, yeah.
Okay,
So,
well, talk about it real
Aramaa, I'm doing something that I don't usually do with characters. Usually, I don't like go rapid fire for like end things. But again, I don't know if we're in the twilight of this game, but there's that little bit of him and hawing. So I'm going straight down general to pick up knowledge is power, inspire, and kill. And the first two on that is a rank of commanding presence, which removes 1 black from cool and leadership checks, super useful, and also one of the unique talents, fall back, in which it allows me to, when engaged with an enemy, I can make a. Well, actually, what is it? Was it a maneuver or an action? What is it?
It's probably a reaction as an out of turn incidental.
just may suffer in circle string. Yeah, no, as an out of turn incidental. So
yep.
Yeah, when engaged with an opponent, the character may suffer a number of strain up to the leadership to allow an equal number of allies engaged with that opponent to immediately disengage as an out of turn incidental. So yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about that a little off mic. Basically, when somebody gets up in your business, you can immediately yell at your allies to just get out before they have a chance to murder any of them.
Yes.
Just realized I didn't have my holocron open. I'll look that up. Anybody else? Oh, excuse me.
No,
I'm saving mine. I'm saving mine for my next tree. I need 20 more.
Okay. You're done with all your current trees?
No, but most of them are just like smaller stuff that I can go without right now. Do you want me to get pre on the week?
I mean, it depends on how much disorient you're doing. I don't know.
I mean, I need to get my second disorient talent, but yeah.
That might make you do some more weird stuff rather than just shoot people. I don't know.
I mean, I already have like ambush and stuff like that. We're mostly it's taking from cover stuff, but yeah.
Alright, whatever, dude. Whatever. I will assume Loth has spent nothing because Loth never spends anything.
Oh, he
I don't
spent
think
a
he
lot.
understands how to play this game. He's still muted. I got away with that one.
I mean, you're partially right there.
In like 2 weeks, when he listens back to this, he'll listen back and he'll be like, "Hey, wait a minute."
I mean, I'll tell him, but yeah.
Oh, because you're a narc. That's right.
I'm reliable, but okay.
No, you just said you'll tell him. Snitches get stitches. Dad.
I mean, are we all friends here?
Welcome to the pre-show, guys. It's not really the pre-show, but Loth decided to take a $5 right when we started.
Usually the
rolling,
pre-show is way more us just. Usually the pre most of us just being quiet and snarky at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had a slight delay, so we're
that's true.
we're a little. I think we're oddly high energy now, which is good because
Yeah.
otherwise it would be low energy.
I'm
Because I would have died. Really quick, I will read the patron intro because we need to stall for more time. Remind everybody this episode is brought to you by our patrons like Adam DeHarp, Anga Comics, Architect 10, Blackest OG, Carlos Qua, Jeremy Vasquez, Kylie Denton, Legendary Boss Hunter, Liam Kessler, Road Robin, Shiny P, some guy named Bob, Soda Sono for 2 for starting 3 and Zach Reed. If you like what we do, want to see more consider supporters at Patreon, you get access to episodes early on, so it helps us out. Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry about that alert, but for some reason my computer decided that was the exact moment it had to give me a notification about potential driver updates. Thanks.
What?
Thanks, PC.
Oh,
Yeah,
driver.
there was a bleep bloop noise in the middle of the audio version everybody will hear, and I'm like, sorry about that. My computer picked that exact moment to be like, hey.
So no, I know this is me being dumb, but I heard driver and I thought vehicular driver. I was like, what?
Yeah, I need to update my drivers.
They need to do contracts. They're being paid.
We have to make
And
sure the
therefore,
routes
like,
are good.
Because they're standing in that Florida heat too long.
Let's see.
I don't even know. I was reading something else. I have no idea what just
yeah.
happened, and I don't care to because I feel like it would have been dumb.
Don't worry, I don't know what happened either, and I just came back.
Hey, great! Everybody roll vigilance.
Okay.
Roll initiative now. Go.
Wait, Loth, what you said for XP?
Oh, let me double check because I spent quite a bit. I got melee up to 3. I got medicine up.
Wow,
to
you are
5.
very choppy right now. Is your microphone in a fan?
No,
Okay.
but my mic is near my fan. Hold on. Is that any better?
Yes.
You sound a little more clear. Yeah.
Yeah, I just moved my fan because it probably was blowing directly into my mic. But
Okay.
So
'Cause
I
it sounded like that the way your voice sounds when you speak directly through a fan. Hello,
yes.
I am a robot now.
We're doing initiative, right? So let me
Yes.
just.
Yes, vigilance. Everybody roll initiative. You were surprised.
Actually, I will say what I bought with my XP because I did spend 80 points of XP.
Oh, okay. So you did
I
spend
got
XP.
melee up from 2 to 3. I got medicine up from 3 to 5. I went ahead and bumped discipline to 3 as well. And then I believe the final thing. Actually, no, that was it.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, but bumping all those up to the points that they are, like, yeah.
Yeah, let's look at about like a whole tree of that. Man.
Vigilance.
Of allies.
Okay.
Disengage.
All right.
that's
Wow,
the
I
word.
gotta roll a lot of. I gotta roll a lot of very bad initiative checks. You guys can roll first. Kier can here in the list for you, because I'll roll for.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
scared.
Oh,
roll
I
Will actually
did.
probably be okay at this, but okay. Let's see.
okay. I totally
So to
didn't see
recap,
Axe's roll there.
Actually, not even to recap. To kind of describe the situation you're in. Remind everybody from last time. Right now, you're kind of in. You would call it a cul-de-sac of a canyon. So, out down to about extreme range. There's canyon, and then it bends a little, and you lose sight of it. Okay. So you've got varying heights. Canyon walls probably go as high as a long range straight up. If you're interested, Loth, I'm trying to paint a picture. Okay. Don't distract me right now. I'm immersing you. Be immersed. Like I'm holding you face first in a bathtub. So, yeah, so you got this long area. You're in kind of a broader end, which looks like it's eroded down, so you're actually, like, in a little bit of a depression. Not enough for it to really matter for terrain, but just to set the picture. Kind of behind you, there's basically some steam vents, some cracks and crevices for geysers, and some mud pots behind you, which is creating a lot of steam and fog. So behind you, there's a lot of heavy concealment. And off to the sides, there are a lot of caves, tunnels, niches, arches, basically places where wind and water have carved out little gaps up to at least medium range, if not farther. So kind of you're flanked by some cover, some coverage if you want to do that. And so there are two groups of 6.
Oh, jeez.
Are they BH? No, they're just B2 rocket droids. Okay, so B2-Rs. So there are a dozen in 2 groups of 6 B2 jetpack droids, basically. They have rocket packs. They are flying towards you. They are currently at about long range. And then behind them at extreme range, there are 2 groups of 3 BX commando droids. One set of them appears to be rapidly going for a reload on their reset on their missile launcher, since they fired it and blew something up. And the others are just advancing. You notice that, like I said last time, these guys have some extra climbing gear built in, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of scaling and scrabbling along the cliff walls to get you. Now I have to roll 1 die for initiative like 12 times. Actually, not bad.
Good luck.
Right? It's too late, X. I've already rolled a blank.
Okay. Lucky, what do you think we should prioritize?
Probably the guys who have missile
That's-
launchers.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that was both.
And
the
they're extreme
B2
range,
groups.
so go for
I can
extreme
do that.
Those guys.
I have a
wow.
missile,
Okay. Yeah.
too.
Great. Good job, me.
Where if we just did a missile fight with these guys.
I probably should have given these guys some higher willpower, but whatever. Okay. And now I need to actually look at our stats. She'll go in the middle. Do you have vigilance? No, you do not, but you do have 2 willpower. Oh, wow, okay. Alright. So, hey, shocking nobody. It's almost like all that effort you guys put into rolling good doesn't matter.
Huh?
Because, hey, there's 5 slots for you guys, and then there's all the enemy slots. So, you guys had to spend no effort at all to be good.
Okay.
Okay.
How much strain did you take just now, Axe, to do that roll?
2.
Okay, 2. That's not bad, but still. No, you would need some serious move shenanigans to try that. And a bold game master. So basically, what's happening right now? Because you guys were with a group of hooligans. The moment the explosion goes off. I mean, yeah, Loth. Did you never play Force Unleashed? Sorry, you can't see me, but I'm just shrugging I'm just doing the old man hands open, shoulders up gesture, like what?
I was just going to ask, like, wait, which version? Because each console had a different version of the Force.
I think you can throw back missiles in all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So anyway,
And you can do so on Jedi Outcast.
I remember doing it in
Well-
Fallen Order, and you could just boop someone with a missile and they die.
Also true. Usually when they give you free access telekinesis, you can. Anyway.
Yep.
The point is, so these guys, the missile comes in, it blows up one of their swoop bikes. Bits and bobs go everywhere. Hot debris kind of rains down on all of you. They do what any sensible squad of youthful ruffians does, and they immediately scarper. Yeah.
oh, I thought they were gonna go start
Somebody
shooting them.
literally yells, "Scatter!" And these guys just dive into crevasses. They jump on their bikes and shoot up. Some of them dive into the steam, pulling up either cheap breath masks or just pulling bandanas over their faces. Some of them go scrabbling straight up the walls. Shockingly well, by the way. Like, these guys are free climbing like Kowakian monkey lizards up in here. Just straight up those walls. And yeah, they basically immediately go to ground and get out of the way. So, you guys can now fight about who goes first. Or who goes last, actually. That's usually what you guys argue about.
I'll go last.
So,
Well,
Okay.
I'm not planning on doing much. Well, I guess I could Far Strike, but I don't feel like
I'm
it.
probably just gonna
So
grab
I
my rifle and-
will stand out in the open menacingly, like an complete dumbass, and I will pop some battle med.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how a Jedi do.
Mm-hmm. So let's do some rolling with some
You have
foot.
all those Force dice to
You
use.
have my
Oh,
thing.
sorry.
Four.
This actually just reminded me. Omega, remember how we were talking about Planet Mercenary yesterday?
Yeah.
Do you know how turn order is sorted out in that game?
Yeah, I've read that far. It's whoever speaks first acts.
Yes, whoever speaks first acts.
Which is one of my secondary concerns if I ever get around to running it. I feel like Lucky will only be the ever person to act ever.
maybe or me, but that might be.
Oh, you won't. You won't though.
With my group, even if you make a dumb joke or try to make an off comment, it still counts. So you're still gonna take a turn.
Okay, so you actually go first all the time. You just don't
Yes,
mean
I
to.
know.
Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Let's see here. As in party check, may do an easy.
Good.
You guys don't need any orders for this. You're just gonna fucking shoot them. So we'll
It's
just
just
roll.
I
the
was
only
going to-
order we need is blow the droids to hell.
I was where we like ask. Oh, sorry.
How are we close together? Are we
I
sure?
mean, yeah, the way you guys talked about it was that you guys dropped down on your gliders,
Mhm.
where
Potted up.
yeah, I believe what was it? Was it? I don't remember the pairings. We'll sort it out later.
Okay,
But like
so-
you guys were very close together, and last I checked, anyway, that you guys were basically like, while the two sisters argued, you guys basically kind of stood there and hung out by the kids with a hot plate and stuff, making space beans, being like, "Hey, what's going on with you?"
Torching some weenies and marshmallows.
Anyway, so I'm not gonna buy my range upgrade, but that means that it's only engaged.
Well, yeah. The thing with that is, remember that's if they leave that area later.
Yeah. But that will be 2 success, and this might sound weird, but Wevu, I'm leaving you out. Because I want to give one of the boosts to Skirk,
Yeah,
So-
that's fine.
so she can take a shot, because she also has big stonking gun.
That's fine.
Yes.
I'll
So-
go second if that's fair.
So the boost will be going to Loth,
I mean, you
Skirk.
get quick strike at any point because
Yeah.
they all go after you. So I don't think it really matters.
It's
Yeah.
more if I want to.
He wants to
if I
shoot
die.
things now. So the boost will be going to Skirk, Loth, and Camo.
Okay.
Alright.
Boots and Camo. I don't know why I completely did that thing. That's weird. Anyway,
So
By the way, the advantages and stuff in vertical spaces table is also probably appropriate in addition to normal stuff.
Vertical spaces.
No, you're in a
let me
canyon.
find that page. Let me find that page number.
Yeah, where is that?
Let's go. But
To-
so there.
Yeah, I was about to say, to be fair, Marth, I would never know you have quick strike because you always choose to go last.
Yep.
Well, now you get a chance to do it.
You should leap to the front, push Arama's face out of the way, and say, "I go first. I shoot a missile." Well, you don't have to. We've already discussed this. You literally don't have to because none of those guys can roll vigilance because God forbid Fantasy Flight games mooks ever go first.
Well, I guess that's like to be real. They are mooks. These are literally like just matches.
I mean, yeah, it's just that like the game designers are like trying to make my job harder because they're like, "Oh, you need 50 billion guys so your player characters don't kill them all immediately," which is just more pain in the ass. If
I mean, that's like
they
the
just
movie, but yes, that's not helpful.
bothered to do that.
So there are 2 missile groups.
No.
Okay,
One group of commandos is loading their missile tube.
Yeah.
just that. Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot those.
All right. Okay, so they're at extreme range, which is that's the full 4 normally.
I might as well, because of the scope on the DC.
Yeah, you only make it hard.
Yes. I'm going to aim.
Okay. He aims. Let's get stat lines.
All right, so
Because I do
I'm
believe
probably gonna
they
max
will
out the
have
dice.
1 range defense. I will say they are in cover, so there's 2
Okay.
range defenses.
okay.
They are popping a squat, shooting a missile. These guys don't have adversary by default.
Let me see
Have I
if
given
I.
commandos
never
adversary
used it.
before?
I think it gave like some.
Nah, these guys probably don't rate ever. If they're not in the state line, they don't. That's fine.
Because they're clankers. I'm going to convert clanker killer into success and advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and it's also 2 successes from battle meditation.
Is it 2 successes from battle meditation right now?
Yes.
Just double
So that's
check.
gonna make it 3 and then 2 advantage. With then just 3 there. That's 3 just for quick strike, and then the 1 for aiming, and the 2 from there. So it's a 3 boost. All right. So 3 purples, 2 hit back, and then we have.
I can only hope that somehow, for some reason, dice decide that just because you have a big pool, you go bad. Nope. Never mind.
Those dice tried,
They tried.
but
They did not. They rolled 3 threats. That is not trying. They rolled 9 success.
I mean, it could be 3 blanks.
We'll give them participation medals.
Yes, participation medals.
Yes.
All right. Tell me your damage.
all
Add
right,
up your
now-
fucking damage. Don't yell all your bits at me like I'm going to do your math for you.
12 pierce 3. 22 pierce 3.
22 pierce 3. Okay. So
And
the
that
pierce
has a
only
crit of
applies
3.
once because we talked about that. So they do have actually some soak left. It is a number.
Mm-hmm.
So takes 2 off that. So it's just 20, which means they just take 20 wounds and they have 5 wounds apiece. They are all dead. I'll say with a shot like that, you just whiff in there and actually strike the missile tube, which has just
Yeah.
been reloaded. It detonates. They explode in a cloud of debris and rain down into the canyon bottom, way down line.
All right, so
Shooting dynamite out of Granado's hand
And now, of course, because the animal people who made this game put no limit on it, you're going to give whoever goes next 5 boost dice.
actually I was gonna heal 2 strain and give 3 boost dice.
Okay, that's fair. Fair enough.
Okay. Guess I'll go next.
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, so what's the other BX Commander group armed with?
Guns.
Guns? Well, that's still ranged, I guess. And I guess those were more like extreme range guns or what?
No, they look like
I
they're.
don't know.
Well, actually, I mean, you probably can't tell at this distance because you're looking with your eyeballs.
Yeah. Huh. I'm just
Like, well, some of you have like electrobinos and stuff, or sensory enhancements. But basically, what it probably looks like is, Camo whips up his gun
Also,
and aims down the scope and like fires, and the rest of you just see the shot go and just hear the. In the
I'm gonna break.
distance,
I'm
see
gonna
the
take.
puff
I'm gonna
smoke.
use my. I'm gonna use my move to break into cover. Just to end my turn.
Nope.
Okay.
Your turn is already over. You already said you
Alright.
were done. And
Alright.
Marth started.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm just thinking about this, and of
The
course
rocket droids have advanced up too long. They are pushing up towards you because
and they probably
have
have
rocket
guns,
packs.
of course. So
yeah, they have built-in guns.
okay, I'm going to. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I think it's right. What's that? Is it a maneuver or the other action to commit a force die?
It's nothing to commit a force die unless it says it is. You
Okay.
just have to do it on your turn.
What
Okay. Yeah, I'm committing a force die to increase my agility up to 5.
Oh, alright. That's core digital, yeah.
And then I'm going to. Let's see here. Which one is the bigger threat?
I type in B1 into the thing to go B1 battle droids, and immediately the first gets to load up of bananas and pajamas.
Bigger
Anyway.
threat. Bigger threat. I'll go for the jetpack one. I guess jetpack group 1.
Okay. Sure.
Okay,
What you doing?
I'm gonna aim a missile to bat them and fire.
Okay. They do not have defense.
Okay, let's see. Okay, is that everything? And then I have Buzz. Is that everything? No defense, and since they're long, that's gonna be 3 Buzz. I think that's everything. Yeah. You said no defense?
Yep.
Okay. Time to roll then. See what you get.
That's a lot of advantage, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Holy fuck!
This is why Quick Strike is Satan.
I guess I'm a Satanist now.
I believe the correct response for this moment is the astronaut always has been meme. You have never been this guy in the group.
I guess me more from
I can only take satisfaction that I think. Actually, I don't even know if a missile tube is slow firing. I know yours is though.
It is, yes.
It's prepare 1. So I have to spend a maneuver to do that. So that's one of my maneuvers.
Actually, you had to spend a maneuver first to do that, so you have to take 2 strain.
Yeah.
Loth, that explains too much about me.
Okay.
By the way, this is recorded forever.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
Yeah, geez.
Now Axe can never be president.
Okay.
All I did
so,
was put
right.
banana down. You're the one who flipped on it.
I think I did quick draw for the missile tube.
Fair enough, yeah. But you
Okay,
did say
and
you
then-
aimed.
Yeah, I didn't aim because that was 5. 3 from Axe, 2 from Quick Strike.
Oh, well, you said you aimed with your voice piece, so.
You gotta have a boost
Alright,
there if
anyway,
really want
you
it.
use prepare 1, it's fine. You've already rolled.
Yeah. So that's
You do
that.
23 damage?
Yeah, I think it's 23 with this thing because
is breach
that's
1.
what the stat block is. 23 breach 1.
I don't get any soak. Now I gotta do. This is why there's 6 of these motherfuckers.
Man, we gotta thank Red for this free missile tube.
Yeah.
You just borrowed the tube. You should like buy her a bottle of a nice wine or some chocolates or something, and just give her a card that says "Thanks for the missile tube."
It really came in handy, and she's gonna be like, "What the
Find any appropriate
One of the
concept
people that bugged me.
soon and put thanks for the missile.
Like, I got fucking shocked at the people that bugged me. The hell?
Yep. So that's 23 breach 1. However many are dead, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm doing my calculator. I gotta do math. All right, so that's 3 of them.
Okay.
Just 3 of them with the initial damage pass. That's nothing to do with your 10 billion advantage.
Yeah. Okay. if I activate blast, would that get more of them?
I mean, they're a minion group, so yes. That is how
Okay,
that works.
I'll
It hits them.
activate. I'll activate blast for 2.
All right. What's the blast rating on this?
Blast 10.
Jesus.
All right, so they all
So
die.
that's 13.
You fire the missile, it sails off, it hits them, it explodes. One of them takes a direct hit, and then it basically ignites their fuel, and then it explodes out to the others, and just the concussion knocks them out of the sky. Bits of them rain down.
And this is why missile 2s are freaking restricted.
And this is why missile
this
tubes
is this
and
is
bosses.
why this is why Omega needs to reconsider his battle design.
Everything now just has adversary 5.
We would die.
Okay,
I'm telling you right
so-
now, we would.
By that point, that wouldn't be fun anymore.
Okay, so now I still have.
Wow, Axe strongly implying this is
fun.
fun right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
I roll big numbers, me am good. Axe good boy, clap for
Okay.
I
Axe.
I literally said I have this problem.
Yikes!
A moment.
Okay.
Okay.
That was what 2 of your 10 advantage.
Yeah, I still have 8 more. I
Yeah.
only used 1 maneuver or 2.
Use
No,
one.
you only used 1. We talked about this because you
Yeah,
quick drew.
I think I'll just stand there because that's what I am.
You look cool shooting a rocket launcher.
Okay, so now I'm going to do specific blues here.
I mean, yeah, basically that's what's happening. Aramaa strikes a pose, and then just 2 heavy gunners shoot over her shoulders and don't move.
Okay, so I'm going to do. Oh, what are interesting ones I can do with this? Probably nothing really. So I'm going to do something like. Wait, is it? I'm just going to double check that. Yeah, no, that's not. There's no other fun things with that. So I'm just going to spend those 8 advantage to give 2 blues to Loth and 2 blues to Lucky.
Hey.
Okay.
I guess I will have to fire strike something next time.
Sorry, I'm a bit distracted over here. A fucking giant fly came in.
Oh shit.
It's a night thing.
Got him.
Scarpa.
It's a fucking
Okay, so-
Cazador.
So that's everything.
Oh shit.
For me.
Oh god.
All right. So now it's Loth
It's me.
or Skirk.
Or Skirk. But is there any group that's in medium range from us, or will I be able to move up to get a group into medium range?
You can move up normally. Yeah. Nobody is in medium range yet.
Good. So what type of enemy groups am I looking at that's left after these 2?
There's one more group of these B2 rocket droids at long range flying towards you menacingly. And then there's, like I said, there's that second group of commando droids who are still kind of hopping and clambering across the cliff face towards you, who are at
Now-
extreme range still.
Will I be able to shoot a grenade at those guys in the air and have it go
Yeah,
off?
I mean, he just fired a rocket at him. You can angle it. They're still in range. There's
Good.
much like I think D&D. There's no like triangle rule.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. But I will hopefully move up into get medium range of the rocket droids in the air.
Yeah,
and
you push
fire
up.
a ion grenade at them.
All right. You lose the benefit of battle med because you move out of the zone.
Yes, I did. But I luckily, because I'm using my thanks to Camo's upgrades, my DC-15A with the grenade launcher, it does have at least accurate 1.
And then you can aim, so you can at least use it. Like your
Well,
command
he
with
takes
it.
strain,
I will take
Alright.
strain because I moved up to medium range, which
and he is now closer and standing out in the open again. Technically,
Yes.
Fair enough.
there is cover. I did mention that in that zone once you start advancing, but you gotta actually choose to take it.
Yep, you gotta choose to take it, and I am standing in the open to draw fire away from anyone else. Because I'm
Okay,
an
anyway.
idiot like that. But let's go. Let's see. I used that 1 accurate for Clanker Killer to get 1 automatic success,
Mhm.
which is an asterisk. It's been a while.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe it's asterisk.
Yep. And they are medium range, so that's only 2 purples.
Mhm.
Any setback die you want to give me for this?
No, nothing going on there.
There's-
Yep. And let's see here. Anything else I need to keep track of? Nope. Oh wait, how many boost? I got 2 boost die from Marth.
with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Okay.
Well, no. With his advantage, he gave you 2 boost die.
Okay.
All right, that's 4.
Yep.
No, he doesn't have the addiction obligation. I'm so glad that's recorded now. No, but Boots doesn't have addiction bad jokes.
I was actually going to come up with a wisecrack. I'm not an engineer, but I'm pretty sure I can take you apart.
I mean, you might as
Anyway,
well go for
yeah.
addiction
So
therapy then.
do your calculating.
Well, sadly, I can't activate blast,
Unfortunately,
but
God,
that
you
is.
miracles. We'll just have to persevere.
So the funny thing is, Omega, I'm using ranged heavy for this. Can I use deadly accuracy because it's a grenade?
No, that counts. Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay.
You're really accurate with a rifle-sized weapon.
That is a total of. Where is Ion? 19.
Okay. Does that have any? I don't think it does, but does it have any additional passive qualities besides ion?
Well, let's see. Ion grenade, blast 7. Blast 7, destroy, and 5 stun damage droids only.
Okay, yeah. So the ion quality. All right.
I'm not
Okay, so
sure
that was
like the other stuff
19.
like piercing would apply to it because that's not because that's from the carbine itself.
No. The grenade launcher has its own profile. All right. Okay. So that was 19.
Yes.
All right. Well, they get their full soak for once. So, because you don't get a blast, you get a direct hit. You only actually take down one of them. They're very chunky.
that
The
makes
grenade
sense.
like kind of hits his body and pops. Now he does kind of like wibble wobble and kind of like shower sparks in some of the other droids. So a second guy gets a little bit of splash damage on the wounds, but not enough to actually drop him. And that one that you disabled just plummets like a rock straight down, takes a medium fall, which means he takes like 30 wounds and dies.
The fall was actually more deadly.
Actually, yes. By the way. All right. So now Skirk.
Skirk.
I'm just.
So real
Oh,
quick,
sorry.
to switch ammo, I forget. Is that a maneuver?
That is
or-
I believe that's a maneuver for her to swap her ammo.
Skirk, what's your strain threshold like? How much do you want to blow things up? Who am I?
I mean, she's a rival, so I don't think she has any.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, then fuck that. Then Skirk will take a maneuver to sidestep into cover because they have rockets and guns. She does not
Alright.
want to get hit by that. But oh wait, would it be fair to say that she has her gun out already?
Probably.
Okay.
She's quick draw.
Wait, does she? Well, no, I just want as otherwise she's gonna just spend her turn literally doing setup, and
Getting
it might
her
be
gun
over
up,
by
yeah.
before she gets a shot off.
Oh,
I want to at least shoot
Yeah,
once.
let's just.
Anyway,
I think
so
she's
she
like
will,
one of those prepared types.
Yeah. So she will take a maneuver to get into cover, and since she has no strength threshold, she will just take a shot at the damaged droid group. They are what, at long? Or-
Yeah, they're at long,
Let's
which would
see.
be 3 normally. Does she have a telescope?
Yes, she does.
All right, so it's only average.
It's average, and she has accurate because she has not swapped ammo to blast yet, but it's accurate 2, pierce 2. Righto.
Bang.
Right on.
So roll. Let's see here. Yeah, you're good. And then puh. I believe that is it. Let me check everything else real quick. Yes. That's a solid hit. So with her Model 38 sharpshooter, she squeezes off a shot, and it does 13 pierce 2.
All right, that pierce 2 is important. So let's see. Or what was it, 13?
Yes.
All right. So the one that got kind of damaged by the shot, right?
Mhm.
Right. Basically, she fires at that guy, catches him through a weakened armor plate. And it punches clean through him into a second droid and does something vital, so 2 of them drop down.
Nice. Happy lizard noises.
All right. Yes, good. It is now time for them to go. They have
Half of
three
them
of
are
them
dead.
left. And there's this one asshole standing out here in the open at medium range. So they will actually take their maneuver to drop. They will cut flight and just down,
Not
straight
take fall
down,
damage.
and kind of repose behind some stuff, so they get benefits of cover now. They didn't actually move closer. They stay at medium range to Boots, and then they're going to fire at him with their wrist blasters. Just cock their wrist at him and just bam, 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 bam. All right. So. There are 3 of them. Actually, that means 1 less of those. That's they only upgrade for every guy past the first. That's right. So that cannot aim because they dropped down. How much defense do you have, Boots?
How much defense do I have? Let me double check, because if I remember correctly, it's at a good old 1.
All right. Now I'm gonna roll nothing because it's me. Yep. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I can make that work. Okay, so they don't do goo. But I will say, as they fire down on your position, they have happened to land somewhere elevated. So I will upgrade the difficulty of the next skill check, targeting them once, because elevated advantage. So they are in an advantageous position, firing down at Boots standing in the open, but it does seem like they're kind of jostled. It would be appropriate if you want to use that threat. They could take the mild vertigo effect and
What
be
does that do?
disoriented.
Actually, fuck it, yeah, give it to them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So basically, they seem like their aim's kind of off. They've been semi-ioned and shot, and they like rapidly descended. So their aim's a little off. They seem like they're having a little time hard tracking you, but they're in a very defensible position where they have the high ground. Fire. All right. Now, unfortunately, I said that Camo shot the missile launcher, so I can't have the BX commando droid scooch over and steal it. So
Yeah, I do
instead, they will stay at
Oh, God,
extreme range and take cover.
Okay.
I feel really dumb as I'm trying to find the vertical space table.
Just control F vertical.
Right, I'm being dumb.
It's not rocket science. It's not rocket surgery.
I might be better at rocket science, honestly.
Yeah, they can't double cover. And here's the thing: moving from extreme to long is 2 maneuvers. So, well, actually, they don't have to be contiguous maneuvers. So maybe they'll take one maneuver for one of their free maneuvers to pre-move to like halfway to long, and then they'll take a second. They'll downgrade their action into a maneuver to get into cover. So they like kind of slide at an angle and drop behind a rock outcropping. They're very hard to see right now, but you're pretty sure they're still there. And now
I'm back.
I'll go back.
Armanda will go because she only rolled an advantage. Because fuck me, am I right?
Ow. There were some blanks, huh?
I mean, she only gets 2 dice
Oh, okay.
because she was rolling vigilance. Cool is her primary skill for initiative.
Makes sense.
Okay, so that's. Oh, it's slow firing one. Okay, it's not prep. All right. So, with quick draw, she will unsling her heavy bowcaster. It's pre-cocked. It's great. And even though those guys are in cover and still at extreme range, she will shoot at them because I don't have anything better for her to do. What's your so just and actually she'll aim, sure. Have any no additional of those qualities. So just 2 setback for defense and cover. And oops, that was 2 boost dice. 1 boost die for. We really need webcams for this because you guys can't see my gestures of inarticulate consternation.
You
The
see
funny
me
thing
dancing
is-
around the room.
Even
All
though
right, that's it. I am no longer using D1. He is banned. I will only roll real dice.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Fuck him.
I can feel it just coming from.
You can
side.
feel my silentness. Yeah, no,
Right.
I bet. That's a very pregnant pause that will probably be edited out of the audio version. But in
I
the
just
video,
saw-
you'll just get to stare at that for a couple of seconds.
It will just zoom in ominously.
I just
God,
need
I
to
wish.
stop walking off and listening to music to hype myself every time. But okay.
Okay, all right. Yeah, 2 failures with a triumph. She will upgrade Camo's next skill check, even though he won't take one for a while.
Okay.
As she just leans in and just, makes kind of a. Basically, imagine if you took an actual like crossbow firing noise and then played a laser sound effect over it. That's what this sounds like. Just a flies out. There's a little bit of rock that the droids are hiding behind. This shot just slams into it and just it crumbles into dust. Armada just kind of cusses under her breath and says, "I would have got him if it wasn't for the rock."
Fucking rocks.
Those
And then
damn
just
meddling rocks.
Clack clack works the bolt because it's slow firing 1. That is the end of the initiative. Somebody gets to go first now in the PCs.
Where would you want to go?
What group is left?
I will
The
vote that I
Commando
go last.
Extreme, and then the Jetbacks, or what?
Yes, there's one group of commandos, one group. God, guys, come on.
Okay.
Can I get some attention here?
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry this combat is so easy. You guys don't have to pay attention to what's going on.
I was
I'm
Triple-
sorry if I have a hard
I
time
was just-
remembering fucking all the units on here in play.
just double checking.
Heaven forbid I say something that's not right and then you yell at me for that.
For me, it's just
All right,
double
Lucky.
checking.
Okay.
So...
Okay, I figure I'll be-
There's
Big
no
ol'
need for
sassy
you to be sassy with me. You haven't done anything.
Yeah.
Besides give some guys some successes.
Right.
Like you're
so-
fine. You're just chilling. You're doing your thing.
Yeah.
It's these murder machines who are like, oh golly gee willikers, have I killed 5 guys or 12? I don't know. I lost count.
Yeah, I only killed one guy.
Yes, unfortunately. Somehow you managed to roll only success and kill just one guy with your grenade.
Again, I still
That was
headcanon
very
that-
amusing.
I still headcanon that
He
the
is very
grenade
dead though.
killed him. It just caused him to fall down if he died from the
Okay,
fall.
so I'm going.
And that already caught it like a fastball.
I'll just hold back. Let someone else go.
Alright, well if no one else is gonna go, Skirt's gonna take another
go.
shot.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I already called dibs on last place.
Well, again, because my memory's shit and I don't actually know, she's just gonna shoot a group of droids.
Okay. They are at 2 different ranges. Do you have a preference, closer or farther?
Further.
Okay. Those guys are in cover, but then is extreme range.
Extreme
Her
range.
rifle goes that far, I believe.
It
but,
does. Oh, do I want...
The scope applies too, so you lose a difficulty, but they have 1 defense and 1 cover, so 2 setback. She's already in cover though, so she
Yes.
can aim.
She can aim. Yeah, I'm
Pretty
not
sure
sure.
her gun isn't slow firing.
I don't think it is. Let me double check.
And she does still get the skill upgrade from Battle Med.
Oh, that's true.
Don't forget, because you haven't acted yet, as Aramaa.
That is true. I think I forgot to add that fucking last time. But alright,
This
whatever.
is actually going to be hilarious if she hits them, considering that Armanda just took that shot and whiffed somehow. Triumphantly whiffed. Dice.
Okay. So
The cover is broken.
Alright, so
Scarecrow's just like, let me show you how
No,
it's
I didn't
done.
actually give the cover. She's just being cool to Camo, because role-playing.
but,
I will continue to make the fluff work.
Yeah, this
Yeah, I
is
appreciate
just
it.
from what I remember of those things.
yeah, so Skirk will take the opportunity to aim down the barrel for an extra blue, and I must remember to add this success because I totally forgot to add that to Skirk last time, even though I explicitly added her. Good job, Lucky. You can't remember shit.
Depends if he was like within engage of you or not.
No, Skirk is as it says, Big Booty's Liv GF. She's usually with the gauge range as
Okay, I thought the
default.
cover wasn't engaged of you. That's fair.
Okay, word of advice: never put my hands on my armrest for my chair. I keep hitting them against my desk.
Let's see here. So that's 3
You're
of
clearly
those.
pulled in too far.
It's like getting your hand stuck in a
Extreme,
car door.
But -1, 2
I'd
success.
rather not have anyone.
I think that's everything. All right, rolling. Okay, okay, sure. That's a nice roll. So let's see here. I could crit, but that seems basic.
Well, resolve successes first. You
Yes.
might not need to. I don't know what her damage is.
Oh, that's true. So it'd be damage 13, pierce 2.
Okay, damage 13, pierce 2 on these guys. Slightly different than on those big droids. Okay, so pierce 2, they have that much left, so that comes... Alright.
I should just.
It's hard for you guys to tell, but Skirt can tell through her scope. She just pops down and just takes a couple of quick snapshots with the rifle, rides the recoil. You see 2 droid bodies tumble into the void.
Mhm.
So she drops 2. You could crit and take out the minion group.
Yeah. We'll crit and take out the minion group.
All right, so as those 2 fall, they like dislodge some rocks and cause a short rock slide, and the last guy tumbles into the void and just, like I said, fall damage really sucks.
You just hear an.
I probably should have figured out some way to make you guys move, so you had to deal with it. But anyway, they tumble down into the void and die.
Clearly,
That
missiles.
last guy's like, "Stop dying, you fool!"
Suddenly,
Roger,
missiles.
Roger.
Suddenly, missiles come down and just destroy the rocks underneath us, and somehow we get into a rock slide.
I guess I have to
What's
jetpack
wrong?
save everyone somehow.
You're already at 20 encumbrance, so there's no way you can jump.
Yeah, I realized, like, I thought as soon as I said,
You,
like,
you
wait,
might be
how the
able to
fuck do I
save a
lift them?
single baby Yoda. That's about the carry weight you have left.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
No, Camo,
Um,
quickly, what you need to do is shed all the encumbrance. Then it's like weighted clothing. You'll go faster.
All right, but Skirk did.
Yeah, that's how he uncaps his power level. 2 strain. It might be a little weird, but I want to just because it's more interesting. I want to do this fear of heights one. I would like Skirk to make me an average discipline check.
Average discipline.
Oh no, actually, it's the start of her turn. Okay, so we keep that in mind. Basically, Skirk gets a long, hard look through the scope of these guys tumbling to their deaths, and it's a little unnerving. If
Okay.
it gets to be her turn again, she has to make a discipline check then,
Okay.
or become staggered.
Well, if
I'd
no one
like
else
to
is
go.
gonna go, I did call dibs on last, but I guess I'll just go anyway.
Go.
I said I was gonna. Okay.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
So the
It's
second
okay.
ones are.
It's gonna be very fun. They are still at long range of you.
Okay. I want to move up and
Okay.
take cover.
All right, you move from long to medium, right?
Yes.
And then take cover. Okay.
I'm going to quick draw the name. I'm going to drop the Nova Viper.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm going to.
Nova
I was
Viper
thinking,
long? No, you moved to medium. That's right. You moved
I
up.
moved to medium so I can do it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot with it. And because I'm in cover, I get a bonus. I think I get an extra advantage.
Okay. The difficulty is upgraded, so it's red perp because of
Okay.
their thing. But remember,
Yeah,
you did get an upgrade from Armanda's Triumph.
Yes, so I
And
have.
you no longer get Arma's benefit though.
Yeah, so I get. Yeah, I get an extra advantage because blind spot. And
Well, yeah, because the reason why Boots takes cover is because he's doing the tactical. Not Boots. Camo takes cover is because he's doing the tactical thing. Boots is he like power. He does like a baseball slide into cover and comes up with his gun. Right.
Yeah.
Like,
yes. Like I
I
like he
know what
gets
he
the auto animations and everything. It's cool. All right, so in this case, that would just be.
Oh, and don't forget they have a cover as well. Once
Yes.
you're back.
Sorry, I just pictured fucking Camo doing the fucking gears like run towards cover.
The roadie run.
I mean, I was more thinking if there was ever like a jump to cover thing in like Metal Gear.
No,
but,
this is much more like Mass Effect 2, I think.
I have not played those. I should look into that.
Well, you will soon someday, probably. Mass Effect Trilogy, baby!
I might as well, I guess.
Really curious what they're going to do with ME1, because that has a completely different combat system.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
Alright,
yep.
after 3, so I'm going to divert all of my boost die into 2 success and 2 advantage and a success. So
Man, I really... I realized 50 sessions in. This is episode 50, by the way. I realized 50 sessions in. Man, I really should have had more alien partisans for you guys to fight. The fact that clones are really good at killing droids is really killing me here at this level.
Sorry, you said alien partisans because I've been playing Civ. I'm like, no, don't give them fucking rocket launchers. They'll destroy us.
They
all.
would, though. That's the thing.
Yes. Or
It would absolutely be that.
I think I did this right.
That looks about right.
Instead
Alright.
of anti
Yeah, that's a fairly reasonable success rate.
That is
Those bad dice did some work.
so that's Pierce 4.
Okay, Pierce 4 damage total.
Pierce 4, that is 13.
13 Pierce.
Oh wait,
4.
I
Okay.
add more advantage, so it's actually a 3 advantage.
Okay,
'cause
well
I
that'll
forgot
matter
my
to you when you
performance
spend. So I gotta do math. Pierce 4. So I have 2 soak left. So what was your total again?
13.
13. And a lot of 13s. Okay, so we take 2 off, so that's 11 left. This is actually quite a surprise to you, Camo. You only drop 1 droid. You like take a couple quick bursts, and one of these B2 droids are big and meaty. One of them, the front one, soaks the 2 shots like in the chest and tumbles
I
down.
think this is also like the longest range shot I've taken with this gun.
Nope.
No, it's his pistol. Yeah, no, medium.
pistol
Usually he
fucking,
gets
yeah.
short.
My bad. I'm thinking of.
I've never actually really taken
Yeah,
like
he scooched into. He power slid into cover and drew his sidearm and fired a couple of snapshots.
because my rifle's like on cooldown. So
Yeah. Slow
Okay.
firing. Yeah. So yeah, no, you only actually. There's still 2 of these fat boys left. You only
Yeah.
get 1 because they
have-
are actually big chungus.
these things are crit 3, so I definitely have enough to like get the other one at least.
Well, they still have 1 left. Do you want to crit or do you want to do something different?
Actually, let's see, because I have the table right here. Let's see, so I don't think elevation physics works here. Elevated position, but take it in the weird like reverse sense, I guess. Or like would another thing on the table work better?
Eh. That would just be move.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to go crazy lucky and take alter. You guys could do some wild shit if you took out alter right now. Anyway, what are you looking at?
I'm looking in the vertical
You
space table.
were thinking
because-
about like
Would
doing
elevation
advantage
do
again? Yeah, you
anything?
can do that technically.
Oh, okay.
Like you can say that you like bounded up. You see there's a position of cover you can like jump up.
Like I shot, then like jetpack.
Yeah, you
from
take
the
the
cover.
shot and then you basically, I think it's unlimited power. Lucky. You basically take the shot and you hit the speed command to springboard up into a new cover, because you can do that obviously.
Yeah.
And you get that. Do you want to upgrade your next skill check or upgrade the check targeting you?
Upgrade the target. Thing
Alright,
targeting
yeah.
me.
Okay, so that was use. So is it Boots and Wevuguk left? I think.
Yep.
No, Aramaa has to go still. That's right.
Yeah, Aramaa. So Boots, Aramaa, and
Yeah, that was just Skirt Camo went.
Also, if everyone's within at least short range of me, they get an advantage if they're in cover as well.
You should
Okay.
probably yell at Boots to get into cover in character.
Yes, get into
because
cover.
Otherwise, he won't.
Take cover.
Well, shoot, Armand.
Camo
shit, I'll-
slides past Boots and just like taps him on the shin. Get in cover.
You're not my mom.
Breeze positioning. Breeze position.
Anyway.
I'm so sorry.
You
Armand's
also
like,
get
I
extra soak.
am your mom. Get in the cover. But no.
Also,
Game
practice
Master, I
positioning.
want to use move to move a still one object. Okay, what object are you moving? I want to put Boots in cover.
I'm gonna put Boots in the corner.
So he gets an advantage and a soak.
But Arma, since I have to go, my DPS is not needed in this fight, so I will just continue to enhance other people's DPS.
All right.
So
Okay.
we will roll. Oh wait, I know what I can do. Hang on, I'll make that easy leadership check, and I'll give points to take cover. So let's see here. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Let's see here. Yes. I think I'll be able to. Yes.
there.
Let's see here. Actually, let me double check. Yeah, no, it's 1 per force point. So I can go up to medium range with this. Still only select 3. Yeah, get into cover. So, yes, Aramaa will strike a new pose. Probably like, steps forward a little bit. And up to medium range. So let's see here. Let's go with... Well, that's fine. Let's go with Skirk, Boots and Camo. And orders is get into cover and return fire. And everyone gets another. You 3 get another to success to your whatever skill check you may do.
In which case, it is time for cover and revenge against those fuckers. So,
Revenge, he says, when they failed to hit him at all.
exactly. They shot at me. They didn't hit, but they still attempted to.
They tried very, very hard.
But first off, what is your turn over? Sorry, I interrupted you.
I have a maneuver, but I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with it. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep
Take
standing.
cover.
No.
Okay.
She's doing a
That-
pose.
I'm doing a
To
pose.
be fair, there's not a lot of cover at this range either. Like with Scarek probably ducking behind like the one swoop bike that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, no.
So,
Aramaa, like as I said, like I haven't got shot at yet, so.
And you're
So-
unlikely to because you're back to not generating aggro.
Yeah.
No threat gen.
okay, in which case, Boots will join Camo behind the cover. I almost combined Camo and cover into one word.
That happens.
Cover. Wait, no, that's a different character. But what I will do, Boots will get into cover and once again fire ion grenade at those commando droids he attempted to defeat
Nope,
before.
B2s. But sure.
The B2s. Oh right, yeah, B2s.
Commando droids are all super dead.
Now, and you said that they've got upgrades.
No, they did that already. That was just the next time.
Oh, the
They
next.
do have one
okay.
defense. That's it. And
One
you have
defense.
whatever is going on for stuff and things.
I'll use the accurate one for Clanker Killer. And Armar gave me some automatic successes.
And if you're in short range of Camo and taking cover, you get an extra advantage.
I'll get an extra advantage. Yep, that seems about right. And they're only at medium range, so let's go.
Somehow still couldn't hit you. Ooh, that's not gonna go well.
How much do I need to activate Blast?
Well, remember, success first.
Okay, success first. Let's see. 5 plus 5 plus 10, 20.
20. No pierce, right?
No PS on this one now.
Yes.
These are ion grenades.
Yeah, even if they weren't wounded, that would be enough. So you don't really have to activate blast. Again, this is more of like, even though you don't activate it, it still detonates in kind of a semi-spread area and ionizes both of them. And again, they kind of, well, I don't know, actually. Then it really depends on you. You rolled a good check. Do you want to just ionize them, or do you want to like send them tumbling into the canyon bottom to be destroyed forever?
Ionize them.
Okay, so these guys actually just get shocked and, drop where they stand and are actually intact.
Good.
All right, good job, everybody. Roll to recover all that strain you took.
Wait.
I know,
There
I'm
we
being ironic.
Yum. Damn it. Damn it. I recovered none of the strain I lost.
Yep, no
All right,
strain,
well-
really.
Sometimes the dice are funny to me. All right. Even though that was an incredibly one-sided slaughterfest, that still took us about an hour. So I'm going to pause the recording real quick and take a short break.
Oh, look, the people the strain I caused.
I will remember the pause.
Okay, and we're back. All right. Okay, so you guys take a couple seconds to regroup. After all those shots, bits of metal and rock rain down from the sky here and there. Scattering down. A lot of explosions echo up and down the canyon. So you guys kind of take a moment to recover. Armanda, loads a new coral into her gun and resets it.
Is anyone injured?
No.
Good.
Somehow, nobody is injured.
Yeah.
It's like a Mandalorian scene. We're just shooting full like blaster.
Boots will crack his knuckles like, my work here is done.
Yeah. Boots is
You guys kind of, like I said, you kind of reconvene, turn around, go back to where you parked your gliders. Really should have. Those dumb commando droids probably should have shot those, but oh well.
No, they would have shot my special Sky Strider. I don't want them to do that.
No, you guys took gliders.
Yep.
All right, yeah.
I don't. Once again, I'm like we decided who was riding where because they are technically two-seater, but I don't remember at all because you guys might have been animals and were like, we can all fly. We'll all take 4 gliders.
No,
I think Boots was with Camo.
Yeah, I was riding shotgun with Camo. I was in the car.
I think
Okay.
either Skirk or
Not sidecar, by the way. You ride
no,
on
I
top of
think
the
Skirk
glider.
was with Aramaa, and I think Amanda.
I technically, even though I think Aramaa took the enhanced to pilot.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Skirk does only have pilot space. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why I was all like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
take
So she was riding on top of your glider. You took the enhanced and just kind of winged it. Haha.
literally.
And then I think that means that Armanda was riding, even though she's a perfectly serviceable pilot, she was riding shotgun with. Actually, that's another good question. Wevu, do you have pilot planetary?
Yes.
I know you have the enhanced for it. Okay, you do have the skill. Okay.
2 ranks.
Okay,
in
I was
it.
just checking. So yeah, you probably, unless you guys feel a particular need to like make Armanda fly herself, because she can do that. She would have ridden shotgun with Wevu. Okay. Step to the front. So you guys kind of like turn around and regroup, all 6 of you, and discover that there's only really one person left standing there, and it's Harlii Gunstar, who, much like Aramaa, appears to have been completely unfazed by all that shenanigans. She just kind of stands there with her arms folded and taps her boots and kind of looks around and says, "Well, hope y'all are happy. There are indeed clankers in the canyons, but now everyone has done doggone runoff." She kicks a rock, scatters down, and Armanda kind of cuts and is like, "Well, now that unfortunately your gang has disbanded, clearly you need to," and Harley's just like just does the classic sisterly move of just hand face, just like, no, shush. All right, don't say it. It's fine. All right, I get your point, sister. There's stuff happening. There's some heat. We need to lay low. As obviously gestures at all of you. This is clearly a temporary problem. As you guys, lit up the canyon with heavy rifles and high explosives. Well, I suppose Boost eats ions. Those were fun, at least.
Speaking of which, you guys talk this out. I'm gonna go recover those droids I ioned.
All right. So, just as a reminder, B2s are Brawn 4, Wind Threshold 7 for minions. You probably can only drag one of these guys at a time, like by under their armpits or by their feet, just so you know.
So Camo's probably going to help him because
I'm expecting this. Yeah, sure, you can come help me. I'm just expecting this conversation to take a while. I'm not going to contribute anything useful, so might as well do something useful.
Well, funnily enough, Harley basically just talking about the conversation being long. She's just like, "Okay, we'll lay low," and Amanda's like, "So you'll go back to Clifftop House?" And her sister's like, "Nah, but I got a place I can hang out for a while, and everybody will know to talk to me there."
Oh, and here I was hoping I could show her off all the cool fucking military gear armor we brought in. Oh well.
If you said that out loud, she would probably be like, "Would that be any different than what just happened just now?"
It's like, it's like
you guys fired 2 missiles in a canyon. This kid, even though she's like 16, has never seen a missile tube fired in real life in her entire life.
I was just like, oh well. Oh, let's have it. Well, yeah. Okay, hang on. I have to get my words together. Blech.
It's okay.
So
We
it's
are
like,
getting 8 keys.
and it's like, We have a fortified position, and I said this missile tube is literally the smallest big gun we have. The smallest.
She points at Camo. I don't know. His seems smaller.
That's not a big gun. That's just Camo being a crack shot. Don't worry. He doesn't
All right,
have.
sure, whatever. It's a fast draw, but he only got one guy. I would have got at least two.
Does notice like the 6 dead across the entire canyon.
It's a child.
3, and technically you blew up their rocket launcher with your rifle. She's talking about your pistol shot, by the way, because she does do a fucking revolver ocelot, quick draw spin, put back.
Okay.
I'm expecting her little fucking blaster pistol to be engraved as well.
Anyway.
No, you do notice it's actually a quite large model. It's an S5. I think we talked about this last time. Which has the built-in Ascension gun model, but also she has a micro grenade launcher slung under it, so it's almost like a Lamat revolver.
Oh, cool.
Good lord.
So she does the full twirl put back.
Camo feels the urge to twirl as well, but he can't.
Resist. Be the better man.
the urge. the urge.
Fight it.
Spin off like dueling.
I mean, if revolver.
I don't know necessarily what skill would that be. Cool, I guess, to look cool. You
Yeah.
could have a competition. You don't have to though. Like that would be a little excessive.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much there. Yeah, I'm saving that.
No, it's important. Revolver, but yeah, and she just says, whatever. I'm not 5. I'm not going to be impressed by fancy fireworks.
I'm just thinking about Sierra. Wait, no, Sierra Mobile didn't make it in. We just have a fuck ton of tanks. Just like,
yeah, you brought 3 tanks and an armored walker, and some gunships. Technically, just like it's fine. I'll lay low. The guys know to find me there. When they check in, I'll ask them if they know where these guys have come from, because obviously they're in our turf, and that's just not cool. Right? It's not cool. That's how this works.
Yeah.
it's very not cool.
All right. Thank you, giant otter lady. Nice missile, by the way. That's cool. All right. I'll go. And just check in with me. She turns back to Armanda. I'll be down in the salt end. I gotta lay low with I have a name for this guy. Old Broken Bryn. Armanda kind of does a face, and he's like, "Now, don't you bother that sweet old man. You know he's got injuries." And she's like, "Yeah, but nobody bothers Bryn, and he actually knows how to fix things and do stuff. You can learn a lot. Anyway, I'm gonna go now." She's gonna jump on the swoop and be like, "Catch you guys later, because you can't catch me. Bye." Flies off at an unsafe speed.
Should we have put a tracker on her?
Nah.
Nah.
Eventually, when Boots returns, he'll just be like, "Yeah, okay, never mind. I don't think we're kindred spirits, like I said last time." She's not funny enough.
I don't know. I was laughing.
But you never laugh at my jokes. That's the problem.
Because they're bad jokes. You don't laugh at bad jokes.
No,
And
it's funny to me.
Grown.
Then you laugh at your own jokes and then look foolish.
Yeah,
See?
because
I'm just thinking of the Aerith quote. Armanda would just be like requesting permission to kill, just like zoom in on him, ready to take him out. You know, I just reloaded. I could take care of this right now.
No.
last time someone shot at me, they were completely shocked by the fact I did nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you have some kind of problem with cover, Mr. Boots? Like I'll admit I'm no soldier girl, but it seems pretty typical, you know. Lesson number 1.
Yeah, no, it is.
Shoot them, don't get shot.
But considering commanding officer was also standing out of the open, I'd rather they shoot at me than at her.
Yeah, but she's a Jedi. Don't you guys like catch blasters or something?
Yeah.
Crush them with your mind? I don't know.
I've seen our
Spit-
commanding
spit hot
officer.
fire.
Arma pointedly looks away.
But she
Oh, yeah.
does. She has taken quite a few blaster shots in the time I've
Doing
known
it
her.
often. It stopped happening.
It hasn't happened often, but I remember those days.
I mean, I thought she was just, standing there menacingly projecting. They really seemed interested in shooting her.
Boss was. Yes,
projected
she was.
in
That's
a
what she
kind
did.
of way, yeah.
Since you did not pick her as battle med, so she has no idea what the fuck happened. You just stood there and looked cool.
She does that on purpose.
Yeah, and it inspires us to do better, essentially, because we're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, she's expecting us to do something.
Anyway, all right. Well, we found my sister for a moment. You met the canyon runners. They're great. If we dug into some of these holes, we might find a couple more hanging around. You see some, scrawny freckled face pop out of a crevice and just says, "I'm not here." Ducks back down. Pulls the hat over his head. All right, they're not here. So, where would you like to go next on your tour, basically?
Well, let's get some of the sides, but before we go, Arma is going to take a deep breath and exclaim real loudly. Now, I'm just talking to myself, but we did run into... I can't remember the guy who said that their daughter had recently ran into...
Oh, gosh, I don't remember.
Yeah, I know. Insert name
In
here.
character,
I don't know if-
you
I don't
guys
know
would
if I got
remember
his
his
name
name.
yet.
It was like literally yesterday.
Yeah.
Farmhand number 106.
It was Old Man something.
Old man something is
Jeremiah?
missing
Joe.
is missing their daughter Mighty Fierce, and would appreciate if she checked in with him at least to make sure that in these trying times that family's all right.
Something.
And I was
Something.
old man something. And that I
Our
highly
favorite
suggest that you all at least pop in with your families.
You may, as you guys get the gliders ready to take off again, you might see some guilty looking faces shuffle out of some caves or some
Yeah.
crevasses.
As a question, is it possible for to go into databanks of old ionized droids, or are they just kind of cleaned? Or they're wiped?
They're kind of
No, they have not been data wiped. They are shut down.
Because I think
I don't actually know, because technically, player character droids are supposed to do natural healing and stuff, right?
Yeah.
the whole reason why he ionized them is because he wants to collect them to get dive into their databanks to find anything.
Yeah.
I think he ionized them because he had ion grenades.
Yeah. And then when
Um,
Omega was like, do you want to ionize them or do you want them to fall into the cliff? I'm like, I'll ionize them. I want to...
Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, technically, player character droids have self-repair systems to recover strain and whatnot, because the game doesn't want to go through the whole rudeness of not healing naturally and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Actually-
I think eventually the ionics will wear off and they'll reboot, but otherwise they're just going to be stuck there until you do a factory reset.
By the way, Axe, on the Camo, on the off chance they wake up, let's just remove their arms quickly.
All right.
Do you want them to wake up and start blasting us?
Wait, are we taking them
Bang.
with us?
I thought it was. Or are we going to do that work here?
I mean, we don't have to take a whole droid.
Okay then, well, time to get started. See if I can pick their brains right here.
All right.
Omega, what kind of roll will I need to do for this?
So, well, we're going to start with a fun one. I'm going to need you to make an opposed athletics check. So 4 purples to remove their heads, basically, which are, as you know, inset in their giant fuck-off shoulders.
Right.
Because you want to get at you want to pick his brains, you need to acquire a brain first. So yeah, roll me a 4D athletics check.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what I
it's the
mean. We
best
could have just literally cut off the head and gone.
Actually, yeah. Can I use the best guy to
Cut
cut
off
the head?
strong.
Cut off the
Or I
strong,
guess-
but yes, but
I mean, you could use the Beskad as the right tool for the job and do an
Yeah.
athletics check with leverage.
Sure.
But I
Well,
mean, it's not a powered weapon, so you're trying
Yeah.
to use a space machete to
Fair enough. Got a combat knife? All right.
Boots might have a combat knife. I don't know.
Oh no, I'm using my bare hands for this.
All
think
right.
I'm
Well,
helping
you
you
get
at
2
least.
success, 1 strain. You take one threat. You take a strain. But yeah,
I'm
you
willing-
just
I'm
plant
willing
a
to take
boot
two
on the chest, reach grab both sides of his face and just pop.
Perfect.
Droid
Yo,
sparks
come-
a little. It jetpacks like, and then it just stops twitching. You've acquired X1B2 head.
Yay! Time to take you back to sorry, the lab, boys.
All right. You have a spare. What do you do with that one?
I'll cut its arms off and cut its bits off.
Cut his arms off and leave it in the
Yeah.
canyon?
Yeah.
Cut his no. What we should do is cut his arms off and lay him underneath the body of his other one, so that way when he wakes up, he'll be in for a surprise.
Oh my goodness.
You
Aramaa
guys,
just saw.
you guys should be glad you do not have morality scores.
So,
Yeah.
Aramaa is going to sigh deeply, walk over to the droids, and with a snap hiss, she is just going to bisect them both.
All right,
That's
you
fair.
dismantled them. Good job.
Yes.
Yeah.
They fall in a bunch of pieces.
You never let us have any fun.
Because your
Eh.
fun is very
Morbid.
weird.
I'm not
Morbid
denying
works.
that. Still,
That's just. Armand is like, morbid works. That was just downright freaky.
eh.
All right,
Clankers, who cares?
but if we're gonna go take we're gonna take a tour. Let's.
Right.
I guess the only other thing is, before you go, do you want to check any of the other scrap? Because this was a actually quite long range engagement.
Yeah, let's. Well,
I'm gonna check on them.
actually, you used one of the missile tube shots. You want to see if you can find a reload, so you can stay top.
You
up?
cannot. I
Oh,
will tell you right
okay.
now. No.
No. Okay.
No.
The other tube exploded.
Okay. So never mind on that. But yeah,
Yeah,
let's take a
that's what. If you guys were gonna poke around, I would say. So that team is gone.
look.
Like, there's nothing left of those guys.
Mhm.
So yeah. But there are, bits and bobs of another. Well, another dozen minus some. Those B2 rocket droids just lying in a scrap heap. The commandos don't seem to be in any decent shape left. Though you do, like I said, if you do want to poke through the remains, which you can do,
Mhm.
Right.
that they are customized. Like I said, I called them Mountaineers last time. So not only did all these guys, like I said, have the, gunmetal gray with red unit markings kind of coloration. But these commando droids have obviously been remodeled for Alpine work. They've got like special grip pads in their hands and feet, what look like almost like serrated claws. So they've got gripping material.
Okay.
And they've got built-in climbing rigs just attached to their chassis. And yeah. But other than that, these guys at least weren't carrying any heavy weapons with them, it looks like. They were just carrying their E5 blaster rifles. They didn't have any like grenades or vibro swords. They just had their special claws. Their fucking ninja iron claw tricks, tiger claws, and then just scooched.
All right. Well,
So,
interesting enough. Oh, all right. Well, actually, now here's a question: why do you think these droids attacked here and now? Was it because of us, or are they attacking camps, removing witnesses?
Maybe.
I mean, to be fair to you, you guys have not exactly been stealth since you got here.
No, we have not. We've been rolling around in big loud swoop bikes.
Yeah, you took sweeps. You called in armor.
Yep.
So yeah, there's been a little bit of aggro. They could have tracked you.
We're hunting them down. They're not hunting us down.
I don't know. At this point, Hunter and Hunted is kind of blurry.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're all playing a cat and mouse game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who is the cat and who is the mouse? Anyway, speaking of which, by the way, you guys made a fuck ton of hullabaloo, and every droid is armed with an integrated comm link. So,
Yep.
do you guys want to stay here?
Nah, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And that is what Armando was talking about earlier. Where would you like to scooch?
Let's see, we
let's
got-
not run back immediately back to Clifftop House yet.
Maybe we should go to another spot that she wants.
Yeah, is there any other like interesting locations worth bringing good showing out?
Like,
I mean, we've got some mining towns.
Well,
We've
actually,
got some dead ends. There's some lovely geysers and waterfalls if you want to paint a picture.
Something
Like,
like that.
what are you looking for?
well, let's
Isn't that
get
Gorge
a
place
quick
like
sweep of
that?
the mining towns and see if anyone's seen anything interesting.
I've seen
Yeah,
the Separatists
Okay, we
try
can
to
do a little check-in.
operations with them or something.
Like I said, I was hoping to get information from the runners, but like I said, they've.
Well, in that case, I guess she'll beat us back there. We could go to Silt Bottom. It's a small little town. I reckon it's about halfway back from here to Clifftop House. They get down deep in the shade and filter the water for metals and salts.
Any picturesque waterfalls and geysers on the way?
On the way, sure, I can take you the scenic route.
Yeah, let's take the scenic route.
Got to be careful. Got to watch those Soyvern territories, but we can take some passes.
It'll give time for your
Get some lovely
sister to
clickbait.
get that information.
Mm-hmm. But when we get there, we'll go check in with old. Which name did I give you? Because obviously
Broken
broken nickname.
Bren?
Yeah, old Bryn. We'll check in with Bryn. He was injured in a fall, so he doesn't move around so good anymore. But technical skills. So he's well liked in the community. He'll know some things if anybody's been raising a ruckus. All right, so you glide.
We glide. Whoosh.
This is where we do the like loading screen montage.
Yes.
Pass by the,
It's
we play some butt rock. You guys fly past some waterfalls.
Majestic.
See some majestic geysers.
Cool.
There's some lovely non-hostile flying creatures. With like bright scales or something that you flutter through. And you get to an interesting. It looks like a decently sized out section of canyon where actually you see a lot of signs of tool work. Like you see paths and switchbacks, cut into the rock face.
Mhm.
Steps, and obviously, if not outright worked, at the very least, somebody has well traveled and worn some handholds and footholds down. The canyon becomes strongly triangular, so like very broad at the top, like I said, and then that narrows down, and you actually pass over an area where water is flowing in a relatively tight space, and yeah, at the bottom of it, on the like bottom rungs of the canyon, there's a little cluster of prefab huts and just terracotta buildings built right into the cliffside. Metal ladders everywhere. See some moisture evaporators, and you see not quite a dam, but you see like big rows of like nets and filters and everything stuck into the river as it flows. And the river water does actually it starts as a kind of muddy reddish color, a terracotta or clay color, and as it flows through the filters, it actually gets more of a not quite like a crystal blue, but more of like a lighter greenish blue kind of a thing as they filter some of the materials out. You said you were taking the scenic, so I'll say this probably takes you a couple of hours.
That's fine.
The gliders aren't super fast.
That was cool.
Big swooping. During this time, if you check, which I expect you might, you don't really hear anything back from your guys, which you set up at Clifftop House. They're just minding their own business.
Yep.
Because you guys were, if I remember correctly, the whole point of gliding out to find Armando's sister Harlii was to be like, hey, you guys see any droids? So you would know where to put your forces. So those guys are just chilling, hanging out.
Mm-hmm. Painting.
It-
Fixing things.
In the couple of hours you've been gone, nothing appears to have happened. Actually, this is a good question. Do you want to report to anybody? Hey, so we're okay. Some guys shot a missile at us, but it's fine. We took them all out.
Yeah, I'll
Just,
definitely.
eyes up.
Yeah, I'll definitely put give them the word that we have encountered droid activity. Droid activity is confirmed in the canyon.
We've got a droid head for the tech boys to look at.
But and to yeah,
Yep.
I honestly just I can't really think. It's like everyone has something.
Yeah, no, you just give an update. Hey,
Stay
heads up.
frosty.
Yeah, be on alert. Like, okay. You know, you kind of know what you're looking for. You knew that there might be vehicles, but now you know that there are some infantry units in place, some mobility units. So keep eyes and ears out. All right, so you guys.
Oh, Stay Frosty is a song by Van Halen.
Interesting. You guys glide on down, set down in some open spaces, because you know there are some catwalks and sky bridges kind of interconnecting the canyon. Some of which are literally just wood ladders flung across the gap. Others are actual like reinforced scaffolds and stuff with low railings. Because Star Wars. No space OSHA. All right. So you guys are here. A couple of hardy looking folks. Leathery skin, suntan, kind of come out. Give a nod to her, Miss Gunstar. What brings you to town? Is this another tour? Unless you tell her not to, she will do the round of introductions really quick.
No, I'll let her.
Okay, so blah blah blah, army, etc. General. Oh yeah, some appreciative oohing and awing, some shaking of hands. She kind of tips her hat to them and asks, "Is old man Bryn in?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, just down there." So you guys climb down some ladders, so scooch on out, clack clack, and get on down into. He's got a little. Probably not a prefab, but actually got like a little terracotta house built into a shady niche in the wall. You guys hear the gentle roaring of the river behind you. Slide open his door, and there's a slight creak over, and in the little lighting, have it, you see. Oops. Had a pen I dropped.
Oh, no.
You see, it's basically a big one-room house. Like there's some slight step-off areas, but they're really semi-open. But the main area, this open floor plan, is looks more like a workshop than a living space. Got a couple of tool benches, got some stuff disassembled. You see like what looks like some mechanical components, like probably water pumping or filtering equipment that's like sitting in it would look like a sink tub, but there's no sink parts. It's just like full of silt and salt. It looks like looks like we're taking apart some stuff, cleaning up, and kind of like I said, inside, talking over some displays. You see Harlii, who's actually pulled down her sweet bandolier. She like shoots a glance at the room and like doesn't put a hand on her gun, but does put her hand by her weapon as you come in, and then just kind of, it's you guys. Nods and turns back. The other one with her, he is a human. He looks older, starting to get some serious gray streaks in his hair, salt and pepper, mustache and beard. Got a lot of scarring, and he appears to be in a wheelchair. He's got a blanket over his legs. It kind of half turns to you, and he's like, "Well, now, been a while since I had new visitors." Miss Gunstar nods his head. So this is the Jedi. I looks you up and down. I can't rightly say I have ever seen a Jedi before, but I reckon this is not what most people expect.
Aramaa will, incline her head as like, yes, I'm General Aramaa of the Ground Republic Navy. This is my battle sister, Wevuguk. Also a general. It is a pleasure to
He
make
kind of
your acquaintance.
a chuckle when you say also general.
Mhm.
Sorry, it's been a while since I had somebody so respectable in my house. No offense, ma'am. It's like, none taken.
I don't know if respectable is the word that everyone would use, but I appreciate it.
Well, we don't have a lot of generals up on the Fire Canyons. But all right, come into my humble home. Kind of turns to Harlii and says, "I assume you have good enough manners to know how to boil some tea." And Harley's like, "Oh, you don't need no tea." He's like, "Yeah, I need some tea, but my pot's big enough for all of us. So you'll do me a favor." And she just kind of goes into the little kitchen alcove and starts brewing tea, just because she's sassy. She's sassy, but she's not gonna be. These people have a certain amount of Southern charm. She's not gonna let the poor old guy who's in a wheelchair, has if you recall correctly, apparently suffered some horrific injury.
A fall.
Yeah, a fall. He fell. So she's not gonna not help him make tea. It just so happens that it's gonna make tea for everybody. He's only got one size of pot. So, getting a lot of visitors today. What can I do for you, man? Or actually, we'd probably say ma'ams.
Ma'am. I was like,
there's so many ma'ams here.
I was like, I do not want us to cause a scene or make an alarm, but there has been confirmed sightings. There's a bit of a pause when she says that, of Separatist droids in the area, and we are currently working to narrow down their location.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard from the kid. Very talented. A lot of youngins are, but they don't have the patience to learn. I could teach them some of the skills. Gestures around at all this stuff. Not a lot of people know how to work their gear. They usually have to buy a new one or kludge something together when it breaks. I'll fix them. Was quite good with my fast on my feet with my hands back in the day. Not anymore. Taps his knee. Cybernetics are expensive, you know.
That they are.
But yeah, Separatists, clankers, huh?
That is indeed.
He actually he'll look over at Boots, because I assume that Boots has just kept the droid head tucked under his arm this entire time.
Oh yeah, he's just been angrily whisper shouting at Camo, as evidenced by what we've been discussing in text chat.
This is why I'm glad I recorded now.
Yeah, that's good. He's like, "Oh, you got a droid brain there." Kind of wheels forward, gestures with a hand to, may I?
Oh yeah, no, of course. Generally,
he kind of picks it up, kind of looks it over. Oh, this is a big one. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you guys probably brought your own fancy toys, but I got a computer workbench if you want to take a look at this right here.
No, if you'd be willing to, go ahead. Always nice to see an expert at the trade.
He kind of taps his noggin. They used to call me Data Breaker Bryn. I'll take a crack at this in a second. Once I get my tea. I'm making the tea. I will. I'm not afraid to shoot no man. Nobody should be afraid to shoot no man. They should be ashamed.
Ooh. Aramaa, you just hear that silent ooh from Aramaa.
That's very true.
Angry teenage noises.
As someone who has
this old man is afraid of nothing.
His tea.
Yeah, he fell down a canyon and lived. Like, nah, he's here. What's that? I'm done.
He broke both of his body, but he's okay.
Yeah. It may or may not come up in conversation, but yes, he will relate that he took a tumble once and it shattered most of his spine.
Oh God.
The locals nursed him back to health, but he doesn't work his legs so good, and he can't. It's not right now where they are. It's not real easy to get cybernetic enhancements or back to treatments to fix everything. Boots with his medical knowledge, you would know that he would need, even with back, that he would need like rounds of reconstructive surgery, and probably would still need some cybernetics to put everything back together.
Besides, it's already been a few years like that already.
Yeah, it's been between 5 and 10.
Yeah, so it's
And
probably already
age.
set in place and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It would be expensive and time consuming. So yeah, he just hangs out.
All right. Well.
He alludes that he used to be a lot more adventurous when he was younger, but you know,
Well.
came to an end.
Boots, we have a bit of time. If you wouldn't mind taking a crack at that, and maybe Mr. Bryn here could show us some of that skill he was talking about earlier.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, he'll wheel over to his computer bench, pop out his tools, you know, slicer kit and all that stuff. Let's see. I think the standard for, I believe the standard for skills is have 2 in the rating, and then what's your actually technically I think this would be based on this guy's stat line, which means he's going to do awful because God forbid mooks have presence or willpower.
Aww.
I mean, to be fair with B2 rocket droids, they're not super great. They have 1s and everything, but just I know the game developers have pawned it off on GMs about saying you can adjust, but there is definitely a prolificness where like NPCs don't get nice things. So this will be an easy check for him.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter if he's versus its intellect, cunning, willpower, or presence. Those are all 1s. He does have 4 brawn, though.
You can use You're not.
If only you use your brawn stat as your firewall.
No, I can't use destiny points. You only rolled me 2 of them, Max.
Oh.
I appreciate the 2 you rolled for me, but no, I need you guys to actually feel threatened, so you spend them. No, that's pretty good, because that was success advantage, success, or failure advantage. So 1 success, 2 advantage, 3 advantage. I'm done it, just failure. So yeah, takes him a little bit, you know, working with the old tools. Notes how it's kind of mil-spec, but he does kind of get in the core there and start unspooling. And like, is this what those separatists are working with? Yeah, this is a Bactoid Automata model. Off the shelf, looks like. Well, the brain parts, anyway. I can tell this guy's got a little bit of something special, you know. Points at like a red mark on that's left on its face. This isn't, you know, factory paint. But I don't look like anything too special. Kind of taps through it. He's like, oh, okay, all right. And they put a little bit of money into this. It's got an onboard processor.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Bactoid talked about it. After the Battle of Naboo, where they had that one droid control ship shut everything down, they switched to onboard processors. It means the individual units are dumber, but they're harder to interfere with because they're not being run off one big central computer. It's a pity you didn't bring me the body. I could have told you some interesting things about the hardware. He's just, you know, flipping through data files. You guys see whatever the... Actually, no, it is binary. So you see binary. The binary is the droid language. You just see, like, machine language scroll by on a little hologram display. It's like, all right. Interesting. So this guy has built-in weapon system protocols, flight protocols, integrated comlink protocols. Well, they're encrypted, but he does appear to have some secure frequency storage on here. So he knows how to call home. You know, pokes through another sector with a tool. Not much else in there. He turns to, because Boots had it, he turns to Boots. You ionize this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed the scoring. When you do a hard shutdown like that, that flushes the immediate memory, you know. It remembers standard order protocols, but it looks like any of his, like, close-up backups got wiped. So I can't, like, play back what he saw before you got him with a grenade or something. But does got a couple of protocols you could probably extract. Let me see if I got a mem stick around here. You know, he goes pats like some of the overalls he's wearing, digs through his desk. If you guys want to make conversation with yourselves or do any speculating, you can. Otherwise, he will just continue.
Yeah. I don't know what to really talk about. Maybe we'll make small talk, I guess.
I was gonna say, I think we might be dealing with a rather like an eccentric person in the Separatist forces, because it feels odd that these ones are marked out and different amongst different than the rest.
Were they?
Like,
Well, I'm not a military man, so I can't relate to that. But it is a paint job for sure.
Yeah. Like, these aren't just bog standard clankers.
Well, it's gone to show that they're probably not doing something bog standard here.
Yeah. Listen, colors are important. They give you something to rally behind yourselves or to show off to others. I suppose droids like this, you just bonks the skull. They don't really need colors to rally behind.
So,
but
yeah, so having them
they give you a symbol for the other guy. So I guess the question is, why do they need a symbol to show to you? And he just passes somebody, Boots or Aramaa, a mem stick.
I'll take that.
Data card. All right. All right, I dumped his flash memories. You'll have to get somebody with a proper data breaking computer to look at it if you want to crack those codes. But that should have all his old com codes and any other programming quirks you want to check.
Why, thank you, Bryn.
No problem. It's been a while since I had a challenge.
Want to keep the head, or shall we take it?
I could probably work something with this. It's got a flight protocol.
Ooh.
I mean, it had a jetpack. It has to know how to fly.
Yeah.
Bryn jetpack wheelchair. Let's go.
Oh no.
I don't know if he'd go that far, but he's probably just thinking about how he can repurpose it. He kind of just, mostly to himself, but, loud enough that you guys can hear. He's like, most of the droids around here are heavy labor models. Not much for conversation.
Oh, God. We know a perfect agricultural mech who's great at conversations.
I don't think you'd want to come around here. But...
No.
You'd hate it.
Honestly, real talk, out of character, what's our policy about letting civilians have fucking mil-spec Separatist droids scrap?
What's your policy?
Yeah, that is what is our policy?
I mean, before you guys have moved to block Lopak and the others from outright scavenging them, but this is a brain. He's got, because there's crafting rules for droids, he's got a droid that's got the programming pattern for a single combat-rated droid that only knows how to do ranged heavy, ranged light, and pilot planetary. He doesn't have any chassis to go with it, at least you see in here. And,
Yeah.
It's not really that complex or powerful.
Okay, yeah, then never mind. Yeah, no, it's fine then.
Essentially, it's like he could probably just break it down for scrapbook components. I'm just like, oh yeah, no, he helped us.
Well, no, I'm just thinking we also just left a bunch of scrap droids just laying around the camp where a bunch of kids used to hang out and run.
I mean, it's in the bottom of the canyon, though.
And that's going to be a problem how for them?
They've got swoops.
They got swoops, and we saw them literally just go straight up.
Yeah, no, you saw at least a dozen of these kids just shimmy straight up the canyon wall, free climb.
Wait,
I
don't even free climb. I've got an answer for this, and Boots would just yell out to whoever Harlii is like, any of your boys know how to fix up a droid?
She kind of, I feel like there should almost be like a fucking tumbleweed roll by.
As
she spins to face you.
She's challenged.
It's just eye narrow. Now, I don't know what they teach you in the military, soldier boy, but in case you haven't noticed, we're a swoop gang. We have to fix everything ourselves because nobody can afford any of your fancy pants mechanisms or repair droids. Now, I don't know if anybody has fixed a real droid before, but yeah, there's there's load lifters and mining droids out here that people know how to fix.
Boots, if she tries to shoot you, I think I might just let her.
You didn't let either one of these sisters shoot me.
Yes.
One of them threw me off the cliff earlier.
I mean, you're still fine.
I was attached to a bungee cord, of course, but the option was there to just cut the cord.
Oh, ruin the cord?
I think Harlii would probably mutter under her breath, "That can be arranged."
I'd like to see you try.
Please.
Now where's that teeth?
Oh. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab Boots by his fucking
Boots
helmet
just
and
gets beamed in the head with a teacup. Is what happens.
yeah.
Like there's a tin mug full of scalding hot tea, which just bonks you in the face. Actually, let me see how good this is. Hold on.
And Boots taking damage because
No, I doubt you can get through
Probably
the
not
soak.
because you have like a billion soak, but we'll
At
see.
least
We'll
6.
see how this goes.
I would have mentioned that like if we were talking to this guy, he would have taken off his helmet for casual conversation.
Does not cover his face.
Bonk.
It's only like 4 soak.
Nah, he still gets this. This is. I will add a defense, for the sake of the boots.
Want to spend a distance point just to like be extra insane?
This is the problem.
Why are
when
you trying to make him spin?
I don't know, just to make it seem more threatening.
Okay. So this is pretty funny. So she's rolled 3 threats, but total of 4 success and a triumph. So hold on, I gotta look up the improvised weapon rules.
This is great. This is gonna be spectacular.
Okay, small weapon, damage +1. Bottle of fist-sized rock, Hydra Spanner. So, Boots, you take 3 damage before soak.
Bonk.
However, yeah, the cup just explodes, like bang, clang, it's crumpled. Bryn is probably like, "All right, well now you've ruined one of my cups." And she's like, "I can get you another cup, but that was my cup."
Can Camo go try to fix the cup?
No.
Well, actually,
I mean, theoretically, yeah, but it's a crappy tin cup. It's really not
okay.
worth it.
Yeah.
You honestly, it would probably be faster for you to like find a crucible, melt it down, make a new cup.
I could just make him new cups.
Note to
Oh.
self: send 1 broken Bryn a nice tea set. But while I'm thinking about that, I will grab Boots by the back of his armor.
He's got a collar, sure.
Collar, and I'm gonna drag him outside with me.
Oh, God damn it.
By the way,
watch.
just so everybody at home knows, you took no wounds from that, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, didn't think so.
Aw. That was still pretty spectacular.
But it was
honestly.
funny.
Mhm.
She got
Yeah,
a
no.
triumph. Bonked him right in the
Wevuguk
nose.
just watches this.
If I'd rolled advantage, I could have activated burn for the scalding tea.
After the teacup, you activate Blast 7.
Just
Plus
explodes into
7 stun
shrapnel.
damage. Explosive
Instead of
tea.
throwing the cup, she throws the pot. It goes off like a grenade. No.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna drag Boots outside.
Oh, boy, here we go.
I was like,
I've done nothing.
and just let go of Boots and just like, do you ever think about what you say?
Actually, yeah.
You should do more of it.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
You hear from inside, "I can still shoot him from here."
I'm thinking
That
about
would be
punching him with
necessary.
full strength.
Wevu just like, how would you just do that?
Like, Boots, seriously. Why is it that every time you open a mouth, you try to cause trouble for someone else? And the act of being funny.
Ma'am, I hope you don't take this as offense, but I think Mr. Boots mostly causes trouble for himself. It's Armanda from inside.
Yes, but I am his superior officer. And when one of my soldiers causes trouble, for himself or for other, it reflects upon me. Now, Boots, will you explain to me, please, why you have the need to make your actions reflect upon me badly?
Okay. What answer do you want? Do you want the abridged version? Or I guess the long version while we're out here.
Whichever one you think will get your point across.
Now, General, you know I spend time in the medical ward.
Yes.
I see things go through and out. I
Mhm.
see people in different states.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always a pleasant sight.
Okay.
I've seen walk in there with the most minor of injuries. Like, yeah, some guy came in with apparently a case of very bad unknownisms. Said he wanted a lollipop. Don't know what that was about. Once had a guy walk in, apparently shot his own foot off because he accidentally dropped his gun. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. It happens. Do you remember several weeks ago when we assaulted the Bandogoa fortress and yeah, that's why we make the safeties, Omega. But you ever see and you remember one of my brothers just got impaled by one of those ballista bolts.
Yes, I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember, he pushed me out of the way because it was going to hit me instead. Yes, I remember that very well, Boots.
Yep. So it may be hard to believe, but I'm very angry a lot of the time. And I am quick to anger. And now, you can probably think of this as an excuse or running away from the problem or not even acknowledging it, but in order to not make sure I flip my shit and start gunning down every droid we see immediately, or to just, have a stick on my ass the size of Sohlev itself, I placate the situation and placate myself by making the most inane comments. Now, whether or not this is detrimental to my health or not, sure, whatever, it happens. I'd rather that. I'd rather that than just feeling nothing but that. Yeah, sure, I poke fun at Camo. Camo's great. Have you seen the work he does? He's a fucking amazing clone trooper. And what am I? Yes, I've been dragged along on every adventure with you. I've seen plenty of things, but I'm still, at the end of the day, a basic bitch clone. Sure, I've come a long way, but I'm up against an ARC who's been specifically trained since we came out of the tubes, two Jedi generals. What am I? The guy who can sometimes take a bullet, the guy who can also do medicine. And yeah,
Ruined
sure,
it.
need that.
You ruined it.
What was that?
Nothing. Keep going.
Okay. There's nothing super special about me. I wasn't chosen by some kind of mystical force power. I wasn't chosen by the higher ups when they said, that guy's a good clone trooper. We should give him special
I
training.
punch
No.
Boots. I'm punching him
Okay.
right now.
Let's go.
Alright. Okay. What kind of punch?
It's not a force punch. It's just a nice little regular punch. Let's
Bonk.
see here.
Bonk.
But you roll to bonk.
I roll to bonk.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'll allow it.
Mm,
A bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
yes. Let's see here.
I feel awkward standing
It'll
here.
be the rebuttal.
Do I bonk? I bonk.
You
Bonk.
should technically roll on defense in there.
Oh, one
He is wearing armor.
uh-huh.
It's possible for your fist to slide off his armor.
Okay, it's one advantage. That's 5.
Do you have pierce by default?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is passive. I do believe that would just kick in.
Yeah.
Pierce how many?
So
Wounds
it'd be
takes
Pierce
10.
4? Yeah.
So yeah, 5 wounds, Pierce 4.
Yep.
3.
I don't have enough advantage to activate knockdown, but whatever. It's fine.
How many do you take then, Chief?
2.
Okay.
Yep, perfect.
All right, you give him a pretty solid bunk.
It's like
Boots, you feel slightly buckled through your armor, which is unusual.
Oh no, don't worry. Before Aramaa can say anything, he replies in kind.
Oh, okay. Whoops. I'll get him back.
That's what we're doing. Okay. I guess we're at PT right now.
This is actually not what I expected.
This is where I wonder if Camo should just stun blast someone at this point.
Maybe, I don't know. That's like well, okay.
That's a
Arama's
hard
not
question. It's like-
Arama's not a normal commanding officer, but this is definitely the kind of, well, also I guess I don't know. Punching your subordinates is also not in their bags.
Yeah.
This
It's
is an
like-
unusual situation for the Court of Military Justice,
Yeah.
but this is definitely against your standard ass code.
yeah.
How many?
That said, it is possible. Clones have quote unquote broken ranks before. So
How many setback die will I roll for this?
Armaa, you have 2 defense?
Yes.
2 defense and average difficulty.
Yeah, it's a melee attack. You don't get super special Pierce.
Perfect.
Well, you're
I
gonna.
think Armaa's just gonna catch your fist.
I'm sorry, but you swung back. Guess what?
Parry.
I purposely left off my power for this, but you want to throw down? We throw down.
Yep.
One setback.
See, this is the problem with not bringing any NCOs with you. If you had a sergeant or an LT here, they would like literally sit on this man. Oh God.
Yep.
You dead.
Yep.
He's dead.
So,
I got him broken in half.
so that's gonna be 8 damage. Pierce 4. And I'm gonna use that Triumph to activate knockdown.
All right, so just to keep everybody in the loop is what's happening.
Mhm.
Aramaa goes for a standard swing.
Yes.
You might even go for like, a palm strike or like an open hand. I don't know.
Yeah, I was
Like,
it was the come to your senses man strike.
yeah, you go for, you go for your version of the bright slap.
Mhm.
This time, Boots remembers his CQC. He goes for a basic bitch cross counter. And you just martial arts kicks in, full stop, sweep parry with your one hand, and just boom, right in the center of mass, solar plexus.
Mhm.
Boots goes on the ground. Boom.
Now
Boots, you feel like maybe not cracked. You've definitely bruised a rib just now.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
You just take a power shot right to the boom.
Inset.
So at this point, Aramaa is going to sit on Boots.
Oof.
And just give him a look. Can't really see the look, blindfolds and all.
No,
and she's
it's
just
not
going
even-
to say, I chose you. I am not
I'm
regretted.
reminded of a scene from, well, specifically it was from Helsinki.
Mm-hmm. It's not like,
You're my police girl.
God damn it.
yeah.
You're my medic.
It's like, in Boots, you're not as great a shot as Camo. No, you're not. But you can use a lot of different weapons than Camo. You can use vehicular weapons. You can patch me up. You can patch Camo up. You can break into computers. Do you know how much I know about computers? I know enough that I can use my data pad, and so I can check Spacebook. That's about it. Let's see.
But yeah, no, it wasn't very loud, but there are absolutely a couple of onlookers now, and somebody's like, "Fight!" 5 credits on the girl.
It's all like, if there's something to be said, people usually don't see what's good about them. I do. Boots, despite all your lip, despite all your sass, despite all the mind-numbing, infuriating things that you say and do, I still bring you along every single mission. Because despite the headache that you give me on a regular basis, I value what you can do. So I'm not going to stand here and let you debase yourself, debase this army, debase me, because you can't see what's right in front of you. Camo, if you don't remember, we're in a war. Things are rough all around. Yeah, do you think that I don't feel anything when I see one of the boys go down? Why do you think I try so hard to ensure that y'all don't get hurt? Do you know how I deal with that? I try harder to make sure it doesn't happen. I don't need to make a quip. I don't need to take out my aggression on someone else. Because as much as you want to say that you're just trying to appease yourself, you're just trying to find an outlet for your anger. Be better, Boots. I know you can be. This ain't no mystical force telling me, giving you some tripe wisdom handed on from ages ago. This is me telling you, as your commanding officer, your comrade in battle, and of course, besides, I'm your friend, Boots. Be better. Got that?
Yeah, I got that.
So I don't want to break up your flow, but I do want to say,
Nope, yeah.
you guys did have a conversation about the Force once.
Mm-hmm.
This would be a really good time for Aramaa to remember that a tiny green man did once tell her about something, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering.
Yeah.
Right, the seminars. That went up very long. Very long seminars.
It's only, I guess I should probably bring that up. If you do want some mystical wind mumbo jumbo, let me tell you something that is told to all Jedi. Anger leads to hate, and hate will only lead to suffering.
Now,
Oh.
I would come up with something to say to this, but I appear to have caught something in my throat and maybe my eyes, so you'll have to give me a bit. Please don't tell Camo this, because honestly, knowing him, he may not have a reply to this, but... And please keep this between us. Hearing you call me a friend means a lot.
Camo, if you weren't a friend, I probably would have punched your head off by now.
Oh, no! You did it again! You said Camo!
I did, I did it again, my bad. Rip. Boots.
I was about to go cry in the corner again. No, I guess it's ruined. I feel okay now.
I'm sorry. I can't. I did it again.
Oh,
It's okay. I was gonna break the tension anyway.
we were so close there.
He's got salt in his ass. Get him some milk.
Get him some miak.
Milk. Anyway, Camo, I did it again. Boots.
Boss, are you okay?
I'm horrible with names. Y'all should know this by now.
Oh yeah, no, this is lucky.
Well, it's also once you start down the path, it's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. Boots. I'm not gonna say don't be mad, but don't let your anger, don't let your emotions rule you. It's okay to feel. It is okay. It is not okay to be nothing but feeling. All right. Now, I'm going to go in. We're going to apologize for being rude and we're gonna try and solve this problem and maybe get to blow up a base. Got it?
Got it, buddy.
Oh god, if you keep calling me buddy, I might punch you again.
No,
And
I'm
Aramaa
just-
stands up.
But
Also, after Boots eventually gets oh god, my ribs.
You got full blown power punched and then sat on. Arama's not. I wouldn't say Aramaa is necessarily light anymore. Like you haven't
He's buffed
bulked
up.
up, I don't think, but like you are toned now. You're Brawn 4. I think you started as Brawn 2.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like she's doubled
I-
the bronze size.
I thought, okay, hold on. I thought that conversation between Boots and Arma was only heard between the two of them.
I mean, it was outside if you guys were speaking quietly.
Yeah, I was speaking quietly, but who knows, Wevu? What's your perception, Wevu?
rank 3.
Just
Free
Yeah,
rank
Wevu
and
is a space otter.
just so you know, Camo
Free
also
rank
has
and
perception 2,
perception.
cunning 4, so I think we both heard it, but we're just not going to say anything.
Possibly, you did say though that you were explicitly doing something else though.
Yeah.
Yes,
So you
yeah.
have an excuse at least if you don't want to bring it up.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, but like as I tried to say, when Boots is getting up, he's like, I'm gonna say it the once.
Very good.
I won't call you it again. Don't worry.
Yo, buddy, still alive. But also, if you do want to say he got salt, he got sand in his eye, you guys have canteens.
Yeah.
It gets rough, salt, and it gets everywhere. Wait,
So
salt?
also, I would like to remind you, you were hit with a cup full of tea. So like you have tea stains on your armor right now.
Mhm.
Probably go wash that.
Do I get
Well,
any
there's a river right
do I
there.
get any conflict for punching Boots? I didn't technically inflict.
Do you
resort to
Haru
violence.
conflict for immediately
I
resolving it?
mean, ooh, would that technically be? I don't know if that's resorting to violence first. Like you pulled him outside and gave him a talking to, and then were like, no one help me. I'm just gonna catch
Yeah.
these hands. Like I think that's fine. Like
Yes.
you did not cause him like any undue suffering or anything. Like you gave him a bop, he swung back, and then you went full force. As
But
a-
Like,
you
Bob
knew
wasn't
he could
even
take the hit.
the Bob wasn't even like immediately like I'm gonna hurt him. It's just kind of wake up. And then the second one was okay. Now you really need to wake up.
Probably you weren't using the crush cons for it, so
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Yeah,
Like,
no. I don't think you like if you had just like decked him out full blast in the hut, that would be a conflict. But this was like no, this was an escalation of like, nah, dude.
It's not like you reached into Boots' chest and grabbed his heart and pulled it out. No, this was
Which she could do if she felt like it.
and then put it back, and then put it back somehow.
Anyway,
No, nobody in the party has Cavis isn't here anymore. Nobody has heal harm.
Right, fair. Okay, we can't do that anymore.
no Kali Ma.
Boots, put your own heart back in your body and sew it back up.
That's an order. I mean, I made that joke earlier, which the audience that's watching the video version saw. You do not have Arama's permission to die.
I'm so mad. I said Camo. God damn it.
You said it 3 times.
know.
I know.
Adam,
Like I said, once you get the streak in.
yeah.
I
As-
thought
as-
for a moment
Now
that
I'm
you were
just
asking
thinking
for
of
my
that
commentary.
that tank asshole from VC4 who has the special order. Don't die yet.
But I did say yeah, in text I replaced saying Camo with Boots. But yeah, he did say Camo 3 times. But like in character, I'm like, okay, no, just redirect those around.
It's
Yeah,
like-
you know.
The second one, I thought it was actually targeted towards me.
said
so-
it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I ruined it. I ruined
No,
it.
No, that's fine.
Anyway.
I had
So anyway, I'm gonna go walk off a small ways, and I'm gonna make a quick call back to base.
All right.
Beep, beep.
Back, well, not to base, but to the back to a clifftop hop. It's like, hey, so take the round up a crew of clones, head out to coordinates of the fucking
Yeah, you were doing. Literally, you can. Well, actually, I don't know how well because there might be some walls between you, but you're specialized.
Yeah.
I can
Camo
get
is
back.
literally, and yes, Camo is literally looking at a map right now, like crossing shit out. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can give a grid square.
Give a grid square, and recover any droids, any separatist droids in the area. Take it back to Cliff House. We'll dispose of them properly.
Right away, sir.
Maybe we can find some data on them anyway.
yeah.
Well, also, I was thinking about it. I don't want to just leave them around for a bunch of young whippersnappers with too much time and not enough sense to get their hands on them.
That's
Yeah,
true.
no, I mean, when Harlii was sassy to you, she was not lying. when
Yeah,
she
no,
said that, like,
Yeah.
she was like, we're fucking bite gang. Of course, what do you? What you think we don't fix our own shit?
Mm-hmm.
When
we would
when
totally
he
just have our own
joined
droid
everyone
group
back
just to fuck with
inside,
you.
he would like do a little apology about everyone, just be like, sorry for all of that, and I would love some tea, thank you very much.
Yeah, Armanda kind of nods. Harlii, folds her arms and taps her foot, but just shrugs like whatever.
Yep. I'll just go sit in my spot, be quiet.
I kind of relate in how like I'm kind of Boots in real life, and it kind of hurts.
Well, be glad I'm not with you in real life, Axis. I probably would also punch you.
You probably would have ducked me in the fucking chest. Yeah.
Just like
I don't know
Axel-
about that, but I have in my life applied the dope smack technique.
Yeah.
Just hand head.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of NCIS growing up, guys. What can I say?
Oh yeah,
The Gibbs classic.
I've watched
the
that.
Gibbs stick. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Gibbs,
I'm
the
sorry.
Gibbs
Lucky,
slap.
Lucky personally is. I'm not usually a proponent of beating a man down, but sometimes you just have to slap and just get that shock in. Just like, it's like stop it.
I feel like I would probably say less if I could feel people's glares at me sometimes.
in real
Anyway.
life, I've been elbowed many a times into the ribs by my sisters saying, "You shouldn't say that."
Yeah.
It sucks ass.
It does.
Anyway.
Anyway, all right. You have your quiet moments.
Mhm.
Like we said,
Yes.
Boots washes his face off, gets the tea off, apologizes.
Okay.
You guys have some calming tea. I don't know if Boots needs to eat a stim after that.
Yeah, what's your
Well,
rage like now, my dude?
Oh, it's 7.
Yeah.
Probably just take a stim.
Yeah, later, not now.
Yeah, if he stims himself, he gets bad. You have 1 or 2 stim specialists.
He's currently using these wounds as like a bit of a reminder, like, okay, be better, just like,
Right.
Probably
let
save
it-
yourself a fight or something. But yeah.
Your bruised sternum is a very powerful lesson.
Yes.
Hey, fun fact: if I made a crit, you could have taken that crit as a fucking battle scar and got a talent out of it.
No, it's like permanently reduce one of my stats.
No.
No,
No,
it
you
would
probably
it would
still
depend on
choose
the Arma could pick it too, but
Yeah.
like battle scars are a fun mechanic.
Yeah.
Because you can get some interesting talents that way.
Right next, right.
As a permanent reminder of like, oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Yes, we're going into our second hour of game time.
Yes.
Let's speed this
Yes.
along.
Alright.
At the
Yes.
very least, let's see if you guys can't find a base.
Let's find the base.
Let's find the base
Yeah.
and maybe like hit
I
it.
do
So
hope-
I'm assuming that after that conversation, after everybody kind of settles down, you kind of like pivot to Harlii and are like, "Hey, you guys heard anything?"
Yes.
She kind of hems and haws, and there's a little bit of, "Oh, what's in it for me?" And then what's in it for me is that her
Don't get blown up.
sister just does the full blown lean in, just eyes wide lean in, and just like, right, that's what's in it for me. Okay, right, yeah.
Hand on electro lasso, just.
Just vibrates. And she's like, all right, nothing specific, but I did talk to the Yarster twins. They're always fiddling with some new thing, trying to find the new run. And they said they swears they heard jetpacks up on the old 46 run. I told them they were just, high off fuel fumes, or they just heard a soyvern in the night. But maybe they weren't right, and so I started talking to some of the folks. And I did hear, and I'm sure Sis heard this too. She just hasn't put it together. You're too slow. All that business slowing you down. Armanda makes a throttling gesture. You're pretty sure she's not force sensitive. But there were a couple of dowsers looking for a new clean water spring up in that fork. Now that's still a good.
Excuse me.
Bless you, out of character.
Thank you.
You're probably still looking at a good 10 or 20 square clicks of footage to go over. But there's a couple of forks there, you could check out. But these dowsers just up and disappeared last week. Now I warn you, that is edging. Actually, no, Armando would chime in and say, "I'll warn you, that's edging close to some soyvern nests, and there's a lot of that's she probably like pulls out the map and points at the two area. It's still pretty big. It like covers a couple of grid squares. Like I said, there's click is a kilometer, so there's 10 square kilometers or more, maybe 20.
They might be
of like
using this over
actual
here.
like square footage in the canyons.
Here's an idea. They might be using.
But
this over here to
she kind of points out, but there's a lot of animal activity in these sectors because this is where some of the modern water vents are. Geothermal boils the water table up. A lot of geysers, a lot of springs and falls, natural hot springs, that kind of stuff. A little bit of volcanic gas vents too, but I suppose that doesn't bother droids none.
Probably use it for fuel. Probably use it for like fueling and heating.
Yeah, you could do some there's some geothermal generators around here. Bryn nods and says, yeah, got one myself in the back. Efficiency's not as perfect as it could be, but these guys are shiny and new.
They might be hiding within the. Considering
there's I believe there's a lot of caverns and tunnels up in that way. Used to be more, 10,000 years ago, this was all, these canyons were running hot with lava. Probably some old tubes in there that are filled with water now or drained out.
Here's an idea.
It's a sturdy place to hide. There's a lot of heavy metals in those walls. Cut down on sensor interference. Make it a little hard to scan.
Yeah, they might be using the wildlife as a shield, as like cover too.
Sounds sensible, but you got some space to search.
Yeah.
Harley just kind of, nods proud of herself. Yeah, told you so. Nobody know better.
That looked for you.
All right, well, I dare say we have more investigation to do.
Yep.
So, thank you, Harley. Your help was greatly appreciated. Mr. Bryn, thank you as well.
Well, thank you kindly. Harley will, do a very theatrical, like, roll the hand and deep bow at the waist.
Mm-hmm.
She manages to be sassy even while being polite.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't expect anything else.
I mean, so you guys have seen them in action, even though this hasn't come up. I can tell you both of them do have not a talent, but a special ability I called Blood of Fire. Both of them downgrade fear checks once, just as a personal ability.
Nice.
And upgrade coercion and cool checks targeting them once. That's both sisters. They are just that fear thing is really not them. So yeah, no, they are. I have developed a special ability for them to describe how they are constantly at a certain level of spice. Also, it hasn't come up, but Armanda has Beast Wrangler 2, Expert Tracker 2, and you're probably not going to get into a race with Harley, which is unfortunate because she's got Shortcut 2, Skilled Jockey.
Charming.
Because if you guys had decided to find the swoop gang that way, like, I would definitely have been, especially two Boots would have been like, hey, you could always just try and bait them into a fucking canyon race, nerd.
I was thinking, drag race them.
Because Boots would absolutely come up with that dumb plan.
Yes, him and his total of 0 pilot planetary.
Boots would think to himself, wait, I have a nice bike.
Maybe Camo
could we lure them into racing against my
I
bike?
have a nice bike that Camo could drive. They wouldn't tell
Like, real talk, if you came up with that idea, I'd be like, no, Boots, you do the race.
And then I get to use my table for that, and he would eat shit and die. He might still use that table, though. That's got
maybe not die, but eat shit.
Yes.
Some interesting vehicular maneuver options in there. All right. Anyway.
Ah,
Okay, so you've got your rough.
Yeah. Now the question is, do we?
Rough zone.
Well, let's scapa ourselves.
All right, you scooch back out.
yeah.
All right. Take the gliders and head back to Clifftop House.
Okay.
No.
Before you guys actually glide out, there's definitely like there's like a kindly old lady.
Mhm.
Clearly been living and working in this canyon this entire life because even though she's like shriveled up, her skin is tough like leather. But she just kind of before you guys take off, she looks up at Boots and is like, make sure he's like, "Are you all right, Sonny? Are you all right? Getting beat up by a girl? Here, have a hard candy."
Yeah,
Frick
I'll
yes,
take.
grandma candy.
Yeah, grandma candy.
Oh my god, it's like the candy bar all over again.
I know, that's why I started laughing. Which like a candy bar these trying times.
I'm still gonna make
So you
that a
get back
shirt
on your
too.
gliders, you glide back. Again, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I still probably remember
Yeah.
when you drew that shirt, Lucky, in TKO.
It was a good shirt. Play some TKO again. I believe.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah,
I
I did
missed
port. I believe I installed both my Jackbox games to my PS5.
Oh yeah.
Also, by the way, I haven't mentioned it before, but I did order Ultimate Edition Spider-Man for PS5. It will sadly not be here until Wednesday,
Neat.
but I did order it, so that'll be fun.
That will be fun. All right.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
we
you're
have...
back at Clifftop House. Things are basically as you left them. Let's see. You guys, I think you guys did all that setup. Like, you started this like trek like after lunch.
Mhm.
Between your flights and fights and punching and talking, it's probably been another 4 or 5 hours. So it is late-ish afternoon. Again, Soho have slightly longer days, so you got a few more hours of daylight left, but still,
Yeah.
you're winding down. You definitely have less daylight ahead of you than darkness, basically.
If we're gonna
We
do an
could probably
attack,
just
if we're gonna do an
check it,
attack
yeah.
with armor, I definitely want the light. Stomping around,
Probably
stomping. Floodlights or not, I don't want to be stomping around with armor in the dark, especially with who knows what out there.
should we send?
Yeah, the enemy, it sounds like, would have they at least have the terrain advantage, because
Yeah.
presumably they know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
We like
Yeah.
plant
So
people
we
in
have
the
a couple
area.
hours.
Well, I mean, people are already planted here. That's what I was gonna say. Is that like things are mostly as you left it. You've got your gunships and the walker kind of parked in a paddock.
Mm.
It looks like they've done a full like the like ATE crew has done like a full workup.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you said you wanted your tanks doing some light scouting.
Yeah.
So they probably are like due back in, maybe at most an hour back from short range patrol, and they're constantly in radio contact. Though I will say, when they get to the far reaches of their radio, like it's a little sketchy.
Okay.
Heavy metals.
Yeah, there's a lot of metal. There's a lot of fog. By the way, kids at home, water is an amazing inhibitor for radio signals. That's why submarines usually have to get pretty close to the surface to send signals.
Gotcha.
So yeah, fog banks and waterfalls actually inhibit radio and radar a lot. So there's a little bit of that, but your guys around there, your scout squads, have taken up some positions up in and around Clifftop House, just chilling. Actually, this is a good question, since you are already saying you don't want to actually do an attack in night. I don't know. Maybe you guys want to scout ahead in the cover of darkness.
I was thinking at least checking the area.
That would be a very Camo thing to do. But I don't know if you're going to do like an individual, squad by squad check-in. But if you just want to hit up NCOs, check in with your officer corps, you'll get a check-in and be like, Scouts have basically nothing to report. They did see some kids on swoop bikes come tearing out of some places, but, a couple of them probably snark like, nah, I thought about taking the shot, but it just didn't feel right. They wouldn't have known, stuff like that.
Apparently, hormonal teenagers aren't the only what's the word I want to use? Tryhards, I guess. I
mean, these are you guys are Force Recon, and these are your marksmen. Like, the only thing they get to do is pull triggers. So
But they gotta consider it every time.
This is the thing when Aramaa asks them what do they feel when they shoot a droid, he just says recoil.
I mean, it's really easy for a droid, just not care. But I guess
that is attributed at least to one. I think it was a Desert Storm sniper. A reporter asked him what does he feel when he hits a guy, and he's like recoil.
Yeah. There's a weird thing I've always like put with Camo is there's a difference between a clanker and a droid to him, because the clanker is the enemy and the droids are just things that are like around.
I've made
Fair
that distinction with Boots where like
no, that works, but yeah, no. So like there's a little bit of assassin in the ranks. They are snipers, so they have patience, but it's also very boring. They've been staring at literal rocks all afternoon.
Yeah, that does it to you.
So there, but yeah, no real signs. They haven't seen any droids crawling out of the woodwork to ambush you or anything. You've got some of your animal handlers and stuff, and you've been, like we said, you even arranged to get some basic training done. They've got some comments. Compared to your Swamp Strider, because you basically started domesticating wild ones. The Conda teams are actually, remarkably easy to handle.
Mm.
I believe we posted their stat line last time, but I
Oh,
can
yeah,
refresh if you need it.
Shit.
Careful. So they're very respectable. So they seem pretty pleased, and Gopher Team is just Gopher Team. They've painted some baseboards. They've scrubbed some. They've polished some china, and some
Place looks
silverware.
nice and looks newer than ever.
They found all those paintings that were tilted slightly to the side and tilted them back the right way. All that fun stuff.
Good job.
Good job. All right.
Did some carpentry. So, all
Right.
right, squad up.
Squad
Squad
up.
up.
All right. So,
Huddle.
all right. So we have some rough corners where we think they may be, but unfortunately, it looks like it's a couple squares, and we have a couple problems with this. Well, actually, it's more than a couple. One. The area is not super well documented, and might have a bunch of caverns and caves leading on, so it might continue underground and not be visible from outside. Two, a lot of heavy metals, which means that sensor scans will be spotty at best. Three, real close to Soyvern territory, and they are probably not happy campers right now, so if we go around looking around willy-nilly, we might bump into some very, very hormonal birds.
How bad can it be, says a clone trooper. At this point, I like to imagine you guys are basically just standing in, like, Clifftop House's, like, main hall or something, because you need an auditorium-sized room to fit everybody.
Don't head at giant skull
Is
on
this
wall.
where the Soyvern
Point to the skull on the wall,
Yeah. It's like,
which you guys saw last week.
and I'll say, for those in the point of reference, that is a Soyvern skull. Please note the size of the jaw and the many, many teeth.
Noted, sir.
Notice the half of them are
All
broken.
right, don't piss off the locals. Got it.
Like I said, right now,
Probably when you were talking about like the heavy metals in the caverns, and they're like, probably means it's not a good idea. It's gonna be rough to blast in there too. Be protected from bombardments and the like.
So ideally, we do not want to try and make an attack run without a bit more information. I said we're running out of daylight here, and unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, these clankers have the home field advantage. They've been set up here longer, probably know the terrain better than us, and blundering around in the dark is we kind of make us trip in one of the walkers or step on a landmine. So the plan is tonight we're gonna take some teams out. We're gonna do some reconnaissance and try to narrow down our chances better. So come tomorrow when the sun is high and everyone is raring to go, we can make a solid push, get up the armor in there, blow the base to bits, take out whatever dastardly deeds they're doing, and go home and go play in the mud again. So, of course, I will be leading this scout team. Well, actually, should I lead the scout team? I feel like I should.
Yeah, you've done recon before.
I've done recon before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Also, to be fair, you not necessarily sneaky, but you're pretty, as we said, pretty athletic.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Especially if you guys are gonna leave your loud, noisy vehicles at home, this is gonna be like there's gonna be a decent amount of hoofing it in canyons.
Yeah.
Camo
Your
likes
favorite thing.
Yeah.
So I'll be leading the recon team. We'll be going. It is still a couple squares. I don't know if we can cover all that with just us.
Well, it's recon, so less is more.
That's true.
I could probably
Let's make sure we have some lovely binocs and whatnot. I think the thing that's gonna probably catch this is good old field work. So, of course, Boots, Camo, you're gonna be with me. Weva, would you like to come along?
Sure, why not?
Excellent. Bring that missile
Probably
tube.
so.
I know you don't like it, but boy, howdy is it effective.
Yep,
probably fit on this
I'm
campfire.
bringing along the other rounds, other explosive rounds to it too.
I will say though, if we have to use the missile tube, the mission is a bus, and we need the scarbor.
Yeah.
There, because I don't think there's anything that quite says I'm right here than an explosion.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
By the time we're
Just
there,
Actually, good question. Because he was out when you guys set off on your mission. But when you brought in reinforcements, would you have called up any more guys in reserve, like Captain Shark, or do you think you just have whatever officer corps you had with you with your initial squads?
Well, sure.
Actually, no. I think Captain Motorhead's with you. That's right.
No,
Yeah.
Motorhead's back at the Sierra
Did you
Mobile.
leave him in command? I thought you took him with the tanks. Yeah. Okay. So
No, wait, no, I can't remember. I honestly can't.
I think Motorhead is with the tanks. I think Shark is with Mobile.
Oh, okay. Then we have Motorhead.
Yeah, because Shark was out doing your recon scan because you were looking for forensic evidence. So
Yeah.
he
And,
wasn't available when you left. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
you just had him regroup and take command back at base. All right, so yeah, then in that case, Captain Motorhead's probably like, all right, well, we've got an infantry ship left. Do you want a gunship on standby for a hot extract?
Yeah. Please do. If we want to move
Yes.
quickly but silently, these gliders are real nice. But then we're literally just.
Well, if your boys know how to fly them, it's not a problem. I got about a half dozen. They take 2 men per. Though she kind of looks up and down at some of the clone troopers. You might want to make sure you're traveling a little lighter. They're just repulsor assisted. But I don't have a lot of call for them at night. I will let you know I don't have much in the way of sensors or lights or nothing though.
Oh yeah, that's right. People need to see at night.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like we said, you're Scout Recon. You guys
we got lighting.
have a variety of
internal.
equipment.
I know. I'm just making a joke that Aramaa has never ever been bothered by darkness.
Yeah.
Must be weird to sleep sometimes.
I mean, I don't know. As you get tired, you probably lose your focus on the Force. So
Yeah.
you know.
Or you could probably like make it blurry, or you could probably like tune it out or something, depending.
All right, so that's what I say. I say we borrow a few gliders. We glide to the grid.
Yeah. So basically, the way I described it, it's like a fork. There's a couple of fork junctions. So there'd be a split, a Y split, basically. That'd probably be a good place to glide, and then you take 6, they take 6 down the other one.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. But you heard the proprietress. Dress light. Dress for night ops. Everyone, we convene in a few hours. Dismissed.
Hoorah!
All right. Is it the stealth armor pattern? There is clone recon armor. That would be mission gear if anybody wanted to swap, but I don't think you guys need to.
I'm just gonna stay with mine.
But
Right.
oh, getting a little side splash from somebody.
Sorry, I forgot my thing's a little bit louder than it should be.
But yeah, you can get some guys loaded up in some recon armor.
Yep.
I actually kind of like the way it looks.
Alright, so I have clones swap out, dress lights.
Yeah, they normally you guys are more of a light bluish green. The recon guys are in a kind of darker green because you don't go pure black for stealth most of the time.
No.
So they're kind of a darker green. They might, if the enemy has like night vision or contrast, they might stand out a little bit against kind of the more reddish tones, but you're working with what you got on hand, so. And 90% of the rest of this planet's land is covered by green, so. But all right, they'll load up with carbines, some survival packs, nav gear. And yeah. All right. So you guys wait till nightfall, I assume.
Yep.
Have dinner.
And you guys, yeah.
Eat foods. Food's important.
No, the food is nice. Not like 5 stars, but good quality.
Mhm.
The resort retains a professional chef, so. Though Aramaa, you can only think about is Cookie doing okay right now?
I'm far, far away from my bar right now, and I don't like that. I hope everything's okay. Smash cut over to the bar. The fucking stove's on fire. I was like, damn it! I told you not to get that oil.
One of the drinks machine is on fire. It's like, how did this happen?
I told you not to pull
A
that
clone
stuff out of
trooper
back.
just yells, "Fire in the hole!" and just barges in with an extinguisher.
It's the drink machine that fucking Camo fixed.
Oh,
Yeah, the one that he somehow turned into a perpetual motion machine or something.
right, you get, like,
There were
6
some things
advantage.
man was not supposed to meddle with them, and this was one of them.
It was power. Hey, look, it was a backup generator too. Don't hurt it too much.
It turns out it was powered by a miniature black hole. How did he do that? Double tramps.
What does it even mean?
I don't know.
He
it
got
was cool.
he got 7 successes and a triumph. It's fine. All right. All right. So, if you guys want to bring up anything roleplay wise, you could. Otherwise, we'll just scooch on.
No,
Yeah,
I don't think I don't have
Not
anything.
really.
Not at the moment.
Did I cut in and out
Alright.
there? I can't tell.
Maybe a little bit.
You might have. I didn't. If you said something that made sense, I didn't hear it.
Nah, sorry. I just said I think I'm all good on the roleplay part. I did what I wanted to do.
All right. Well, let me take another quick break. Pause it for a sec.
I'm gonna
Go
get me
pee,
a soda.
and then we'll get to it.
I kind of wanted.
Okay, we're back.
Yes.
All right. So it's nightfall. You guys kind of assemble on the little landing pad, whatever area. Armanda is there to make sure everybody, gets strapped in correctly, clipped to it. You guys are running kind of light. She makes sure, all your does a harness check for everybody, safety check. Pats Camo on the shoulder. All right, be safe out there, Mr. Camo. Kind of leans up over because I assume Boots is gonna, ride on the top of Camo's glider as usual. I guess you too.
Yep.
Don't fall, and if you do land on your head,
I prefer he not.
Thanks for the concern, though. It's touching. Thumbs up.
Hold on.
nobody should be hurt falling off my gliders or hitting anything. Just don't. They're fragile, okay? Don't break them.
We'll try.
They're expensive. And they're hand-me-downs. 3 generations.
Pretty sorry for that.
All right.
Hold on. Collect it.
Let's roll.
Well, speaking of rolling, it is now night. And you are attempting to do some action in the dark, potentially stealthily.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so... I would like you get prepared to roll some pilot planetary. Those of you who are piloting.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm.
I shall
playing.
sit back then. Yeah, that's my problem, Lucky.
It's just contained.
That's my secret, Captain. Lucky's always horny.
I need to look away from Twitter.
All right, so Skirk's with me, but
Okay, that was actually I was going
Yeah.
to ask that if you were also gonna once again have Skirk tank along.
Darkness is not environmental, sadly.
All right.
Not in that sense. I don't think.
Like I said, I'm trying not to forget about Big Booty Lizard GF. So she's supposed to be my companion now. Yes, like that. Anyway.
Wait.
Okay. So let's see. I need to check what your speed is, but I have a chart for this since you're doing some flying in the.
Oh wow.
Big shots.
I
Oh,
love
no.
Pay no mind to stuff that's about shooting.
I
from above.
definitely if we were trying to. I guess it's if we were trying to go into like a vehicle chase with them.
We might.
Yeah, there's chasing and dogfighting and stuff in here, but you're flying in there, so I think it's appropriate to do things special.
Wait. What's the fucking system strain on these fucking gliders?
Well, I'm glad you asked. You have 1 hull trauma and 3 system strain.
Oh, okay, so we could go with the flow. It's just be bad.
Yeah.
Can you fly casually?
No, fly casual is not an option. You can have a clean run though.
Oh, well, sad to say, I'm going to be sitting in the back seat, so Axe, you got to worry about this more than
Hell,
me.
you can't give me any boost, so you're just kind of hindering. So it's not that bad. Though. I can handle this.
I'm not even hindering you. I'm neutral. I'm doing nothing.
Yeah,
to you.
yeah.
He's luggage.
Yes.
He is. He's the baggage, as expected. Okay.
Carry me.
show.
Thank you.
The stat line for these, because I had to dig it back up, is their max speed is 2. They're still 1. They have +3 handling. So how fast do you want to get up and go?
Choose fine.
Oh no.
Let's go with speed 2. Fuck it. We need to get there quickly. Get our recon in and get out. Get in, get out.
All right.
Yeah.
So you are engaging in piloting rules with terrain because you're in a canyon at night. So it applies.
Yeah.
So you're still 1 and speed 2. So for those of you making the check, this will be 1 red, 1 purple. You add 3 boost for handling.
That
And
needs help.
I will give you 2 black dice for darkness concealment.
Can I remove one because
there
I
is
have
actually moonlight and starlight.
Okay, then I eat those because of
Skilled jockey, yeah.
Selonian's ability. Well, Selonian's ability primarily.
Oh,
I
yeah,
remove
okay,
at least
that's
good.
one
Yeah.
of those black.
They have They have darkness vision.
Oh yeah, no, okay. So you do that directly. You don't even need skilled jockey. Yeah.
Yeah. It's 1 red, purple.
Yep.
Okay, so that's only and then 1 setback because I already moved on because of my sight of my.
Yep.
Vision.
All right. So, who's probably the? Well, Axe already rolled. Whatever. It's fine. That's a lot of success,
What?
Theo.
He's
I
good
make
at
it
this.
there, lightning speed.
Yeah, you're pretty agile.
Okay, just roll. I guess now.
Man, no blank. Actually, there's still blank there, but. Yeah.
Is it just one person rolling? Or
No,
No,
I think we all
everybody
have to-
everybody should roll the fly.
Oh, you roll nice. Ooh,
Wow,
thank
I'm
God,
gonna
thank God.
spend 2 of
You're
those.
okay, though.
I'm gonna spend 2 of those light side to get a success.
Yeah, that's important.
But then I have all those advantage and
So many advantages.
triumphs. Okay, shortcut doesn't really work.
I mean, you could still narratively apply the shortcut, but yeah, it's
Apply the shortcut so it doesn't take you as long to catch up with.
We're just gonna do clean
Sure.
run.
Wait, is this like, can shortcut be applied multiple times or just once?
no, all of these would be just once.
Okay, I'll apply shortcut so I'm not as far back.
Right.
And then I guess, what is the other one? Wait, how much did I get? 1 advantage. The 1 advantage for clean run. And do I need? Oh. Yeah, there's not really anything else I would want
mean, there-
from
there
this.
could
Wait, what about
normal-
triumph?
Normal success advantage.
No.
I don't think death from above or secondary detonation counts right now.
It's
Especially
no
if you're like,
cover
you get
doesn't
something good
count
happens,
right
really.
now.
I forget. Can you heal system strain with advantage?
Ooh, let me double check to be sure.
Because if you can, I just say take the fucking
Go with the flow and then heal it.
yeah.
I guess I would be in
Starship
the
and
vehicles.
So let me check advances.
No,
No, it
you
does not.
cannot.
Oh, okay, never
Right now,
mind.
Said I can't repair the glider while I'm piloting it.
I mean, you can. That'll just be a little awkward because you're
Yeah.
strapped in.
Like,
I can't
Yeah.
make Boots repair it. It definitely has enough in for it.
You could form. Yeah, you could. I mean, you could basically use 3 of that to perform the extra maneuver anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're just taking a gentle cruising flight. So
Yeah.
Alright, well,
with that advantage, Wevu manages to like take what would be kind of a rough flight, and through some force influence, actually like do a lot of brilliant work.
alright, so I get 1 extra boost, right?
From what?
Clean run.
Yeah, technically.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I did that too.
Yeah, adding blue
Let
to
me
the
check.
next active to the active character or allied.
Next to piloting.
Yeah,
So if we don't
Yeah.
do it, you technically can get 5
Nah,
boost.
I'm fine.
No.
Because
So
the 3 from
I roll.
Nope.
Henley.
Axe missed the part where I said you can't do these multiple times.
Yep.
Because I understand balance.
Yep.
No, I'm just sassing. But also, yeah, it's a little. Okay. Well, you do pretty good.
Yeah.
I do pretty good.
You with two green dice. Not that those did you anything. You do at least in raw success terms better than Wevu did even before you spend force pips.
Yeah. Let me double check this chart. Fuck it, I'll do shortcut as well for 3, but I really don't. And okay, yeah, so I'll drop my 2 light points into success. It'll be 4/4, and I'll spend 3 on advantage and 1 on clean run. So whoever next makes a piloting check gets a boost.
All right. So you guys scooch along, and technically, I just realized you guys have an empty slot because you're bringing Skirk, and then you got 1 spot in your glider left.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't know if you got a really good character to go in there.
Yeah.
Hey, careful now. You don't want to say that quote.
I'm trying to remember.
It may not go
That's-
well for you.
That's just before Wash gets got in the movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
But all right, the clones guys follow behind you. They set a pretty steady place. Camo and Boots obviously get there first, but you two Jedi are not far behind. You find it very easy to relax and go with the force flow and kind of anticipate wind current changes, sudden rocks, culminating up. Whereas Camo really has to concentrate on being skilled.
it's like pure skill versus just pure magic
Yeah,
talent.
versus more of like an instinct thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, especially to observers, but even to Wevu, there's a couple of times where you see Wevu almost, like
Crash.
clip a wall or something,
Yeah.
and then just the last minute, just a tiny little adjustment, just swoops on by.
Jedi pilots.
And yes, you guys are all relatively quiet because these things only have a light repulsor engine in them, and the rest is all gliding surfaces. So it's just a little bit of it's just a faint, a little bit of an electrical hum. And you guys find your way to the Y junction.
Cool.
Okay.
So, how do you wish to proceed?
We should have brought some sensors with us.
Nah.
How?
Like I said, the best.
This thing has an encumbrance capacity of 2.
Fair enough.
Like I said, the best sensors we're gonna have are the ones up here. Aramaa will tap her head. But with that, we're gonna split into 2. One on one
Okay.
side.
I mean, technically, this does have it has a sensor range. I would say the default for the design and base design is short, but I'd say these are close. But that's mostly like basic air sensor, like air and terrain following sensors, right? So you can pilot.
Yeah. I more meant
Right.
bring sensors for us so we could put them in the section to see if there's any movement that comes through the sky. But never mind.
But yeah, no, that's in that case, it's like how though.
Right.
Because you guys, I believe technically NC are mobile, and you had plenty of time to send for them. You guys did pack. You have still borrowed some like ground penetrating sensor packs and shit. It's just those things are all like E5.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Yeah.
It's
Those are
they're like a fucking cart,
we have to bring them over here. Yeah.
So clearly,
and
what
they
we need
they
to-
will not fit on your gliders, and then you'd have to hoof them through the fucking canyon.
So clearly,
Fair
what we
enough.
need
Yeah.
to figure out is some sort of artillery delivery system, where we just pack them in a really strong bond and we just launch them.
And we black box.
I
them.
mean, there grav chutes exist. There are space parachutes.
Yeah.
You could do an airdrop.
But that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
that's not now.
Not now. Later.
Yeah, Webu has a
Plans for later. All right. But anyway, yeah, I was asking how you guys wanted to proceed.
Well, let's split up. We got 2 forks. Heckin'. We're just gonna have to do a search. Heck.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, yeah.
It's like keep low.
Which
keep
one
qu-
do you? Call heads or tails.
Tails.
Sure.
Flip. Okay. I know something you guys don't know yet,
Oh no.
I don't know.
but we'll see what happens. I mean, it's just there's 2 forks, so you basically pick which fork you go on.
Yep. So, I guess we'll be taking the left fork. I guess. Sure.
Yep, sure. Tan path.
Sure.
And I'll take our team and direct the other clones on that team, and I'll tell them, get searching, but,
So I'll say the right-hand fork kind of curves gently northward a little, like northeast, and more north than east. Whereas your fork does not necessarily go south. It's more of or actually it would be west. That's right. That's the angle we're at, I think. But yours more goes of a straight shot west. Kind of. And there is a healthy river at the bottom of this canyon, filled with gribbly rocks and whitewater rapids. Because, that's how you do.
that's how you do.
Yeah.
It's no longer lava cutting this canyon, it's water.
I see that Vesper is being an animal in general.
Oh, wait, no, I can't go check I'm recording. Heck! Damn it!
I mean,
sandwich the
you
box
want to
about
show all 20 people who watch this how much of a degenerate Vesper is yelling about Hot Pockets being sandwiches.
It's like, would you call the point of me is like, would you call Hot Pocket a sandwich? Or my thing is for a sandwich is like, would you refer to it as a sandwich instead of its name?
I
They're
mean,
talking
probably
about
not, but
Pop-Tarts
that's just
too.
because I think Hot Pockets are a genericized brand. I would just call it a Hot Pocket.
Exactly.
It's like
but
Band-Aid.
it's-
You
It
know.
doesn't think a Pop Tart.
Technically, I
is
think
a
it's most
sandwich
like
at
a
all.
pasty. But anyway, we're not talking about food
But anyway,
right
not
now.
important.
Unless
Let's
you
do
guys
this.
have brought some Hot Pockets in your ration pack so you can
Those
eat.
exist in Star Wars.
Yes, it's a fucking Hot Pocket. They can travel through
Brand.
hyperspace and shoot lasers.
Someone
Hot
has
Pocket
made
technology.
a meat and cheese and wrapped
It's a-
the bread around it.
I meant the brand, but thank you. Fair enough.
No, it's Space Pockets. So
Okay.
I don't know if you can buy Hot Pocket brand Hot Pockets at Disney World. They're canon in Star Wars anyway.
No, damn it, just damn it.
Spot Pockets. All right, we had our
Anyway.
humor break.
Okay.
All right, so
Back to
we are
Mochila.
going to set off down the left fork.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the important question I'm getting at when I say how do you want to proceed? Are you still gliding, or are you
No.
going to go on foot?
Foot.
Okay.
Okay.
So you hide down. Did you bring any cami netting? Anybody got any cami netting?
No.
No, I don't
Okay.
believe I did.
No.
You'll have to put a single rock on it. No. There's like overhangs and water cuts down here. Like
Is there some
I talked about this
shrubbery?
before. Erosion is crazy in here. No, actually, there's not a lot of shrubs. There might be like some like lichens or mosses and some dangling vines, but no, there's not a lot of topsoil to get in here.
Well, as I said, we can just get them out of immediate sight.
Yeah, no, like I said, there are overhangs and little cuts in here. Like you already heard that this particular area is full of geographic features, and in general, there's a lot of erosion in the fire camp in the F. So you can find a nice little overhang to park in, and you give those orders to those clones, and those guys just bound off into the darkness, lanky,
Mm-hmm.
but somehow incredibly sure-footed. Like nobody kicks a loose rock.
Man, they're good.
Yeah.
And now you guys have to be that good. Okay, going on foot. I assume you're sneaking.
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody
Camo
give
not
me an
sneaking?
average stealth check to start.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
so
I'm
the Camo
going
will
to-
have this so we
I'm
don't like making
committed
room.
agility. Committed dice just to have 5 grain.
I will be spending
fair
a
enough.
destiny point and hope that fate is on my side.
Fair enough.
Uh,
Yeah, you guys are probably gonna have to make a series of checks now. Honestly, TBH. We'll start with stealth. How stealthy are you?
Average?
Yeah,
4
average.
success, 1 advantage.
There is no active opposition at the moment.
Doing well so far.
I mean, you rolled as many dice as
Yeah.
Wevu, basically.
And it's gonna blank again. I just always keep getting blanks.
I just think that technically on yellows, you're more likely to get success advantage or double success.
Why me? Why?
Yeah, like
Ooh.
hey, Omega, how you physically have the die? Is it like a D12
Yep.
where there's only like one blank?
Yeah, on the D12, there's technically only one blank. I know
there's
DiceBot makes it roll that more frequently than it feels like, but yeah. There
I got
is...
like once every 2 rolls.
Now, here's the other thing, the flip side. There's only one triumph symbol on the D12.
I guess it's like roll 20.
So it
where,
kind of
like,
balances
1
out.
to 20 show up more.
But there's like 2 double successes, 2 double advantages, 2 success advantages, a bunch of single successes.
Sorry, I had to step away. Do I have to do a roll?
Yes.
Yeah, stealth.
Yeah.
Make me an average stealth check, please.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I had to quickly put my drink away.
No, it's fair enough. So it looks like...
Fine.
I imagine with Wevu, especially because you're relying on the Force, this is more of a, like, you just know where to put your foot in the dark.
Yes.
Huh.
Oh, actually, I've just realized, especially for those 2 of you who failed, you're under darkness. Roll 2 extra blue dice.
Oh, hey.
Concealment.
Oh, hey.
under...
Concealment works for you.
All right.
Oh, okay.
The rest of
I'm
you
at
could
the-
technically roll that too. I just don't think it matters because you've already succeeded.
Hey.
I just want to see if I get any
I
advantage.
just want to see what else I get.
So that makes...
Technically,
Oh my
All
god,
right,
that
all of
was
you do
well.
pretty good with darkness. The boost dice helping out. All right. So that
Hey.
basically saves it for everybody. Like, especially for Boots and Aramaa, you guys feel like if it wasn't dark right now, you guys are not necessarily like breaking lines of sight and like taking cover or anything, right? But
Like
because it's dark, you're not kicking over rocks or walking through puddles or anything.
Like the camera's following them because they're noticeable. Everyone else, the other 2 are just off camera.
Yeah, no, like this is definitely like watching those 2 bound, and then just occasionally we just smash cut to like Wevu like full blown otter, just speed ottering through the rocks.
slithering around like a snake.
Camo somehow like holding onto a like the flip of a rock of a like cave.
I feel like we just don't see Camo, like he's just not in the shot, and then it pans around and he's just there.
Yeah. It's almost
All right,
magical.
so now, let's see. You guys are stealthy. Let's see how athletic you are. You're hoofing it in a canyon.
Mhm.
Please make me a. There's a lot of verticality. Please make me a. Athletics or coordination check to climb. It will be hard by default. I would like to add 1 black die because there's a lot of moisture here, a lot of wet. And I will now add separately those 2 black dice for concealment.
Oh.
Can I remove the 1 for environmental and then 1 for dark?
Yes, you can remove the black die for environment effects for that one.
Alright.
And obviously, like for instance, Aramaa ignores the 2 black dice for concealment, but not the environmental.
Yeah,
Unless you, actually, you might. You have like, do you have talents to like remove black from like athletics or coordination, Aramaa?
I'm checking. I don't think so.
I have condition, but it's also a separate thing. Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Let me. What the fuck is this?
Actually, here's a
You might not
question.
have taken those, but yeah.
Could I have conditioned, which means I'd like to remove me blacks from condition from like coordination and athletics. Could I use that to remove the 3rd black?
Yes, this is technically a check.
All right.
Okay.
Boots, did
So-
you have conditioned?
No.
That was an ARC Trooper thing.
Let me
Okay.
just double check. So it's a roll of 3 purple and 3 black dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is a check to climb if you've got any gear for that.
All hail the
Okay.
almighty Rao.
Coordination it is, and
Yeah, I have
technical-
the row.
I love the
Okay.
Rao.
Yeah, so you can reduce your difficulty by 2.
I kind of
I
feel
have a
like
round.
the nigga slightly
I still
hates the
round
Rao.
with you. Yeah. So it's only 1 purple for me, technically,
Let's see here.
Yeah,
What is my...
it's-
and it's also half the time for me.
Condition.
So yeah, good.
Oh, right. So this is from concealment and then.
Yes, there's
So
2 for
there's-
concealment because it's a low light level, which means you'd apply your dark
And then-
vision to
So,
all of that,
Okay. I think.
and then 1 for environmental.
I'm just going to look at. Rooms head back due to.
I'm not trying
So
today.
yeah.
So what's the other setback for again?
Environmental conditions. It's wet
Okay.
and.
But I have conditions, so that
okay, then yeah,
removes that
sorry.
one. Then.
All right, so
I guess it just shows how like Wevuguk and Camo are both like just this is kind of their
Oh,
element.
wait. I need to actually double check. I think I rolled that in my entire dice pool run. Yeah, I did.
Oh, quick thing. You guys remember that guy who put Kyber's head on that PS5? They painted it. So now it
Oh my
actually looks
God.
like Kyber's head.
Nice.
Yeah. This is what it's supposed to be. Okay.
Still made it.
I'll just say 2 success.
I'll be switching my light side points
Alright.
to advantage, so it'll be 4 advantage. 4 success to advantage, 1 triumph.
All right. So yeah, so I guess the only one is Boots, who takes 2 strain.
Yep, that's me.
Which makes sense. You're one of the ones carrying the most shit. You are like trying to quietly hump, your bag full of medical shit.
Yep, I also still haven't fully healed myself.
Also,
Yeah,
I think
You definitely feel the bruising in your ribs.
Loth, do you know how to row? Or did you leave it at home?
I more than likely left it at home,
Heck.
if I have one.
I think clone troopers are pretty good at this stuff anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I also, I think also like Camo said, like did this in half the time. So I think he's actually able to like pull Boots up when he's at the end of his climb.
Well, yeah, but yeah, you there's only so much moving ahead you can do.
Yeah.
Also, I will say, if you guys want to have plan to help other people assist, make sure you communicate that ahead of time so everyone just doesn't roll willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You can't just look at someone's roll and be like, okay, I help you now.
I more meant just for like the narrative of it. Like it's
Yeah.
just there at the end to help you.
Right.
Alright,
So-
but...
We did the climbing.
Did the climbing,
First
yeah.
climbing check. One climbing check, at least.
This is going well so far. Now it all falls down on our ears.
Time for a sober interruption.
All right, yeah. So that was to sneak, to climb. Now, search me, baby. Roll me, please, a hard perception check. Yes, you would normally add 2 blacks for darkness, but some of you will not. Also, this only applies to those of you who actually want to look, so you can all
I
roll it,
want
or
to
none
look.
of you can roll it, whatever you're doing.
I will roll.
I'm going to
attached to
Destiny on
my...
this.
Attached to... Actually, I should... Hang on. I forgot. I need to roll for Skirk. Oh, actually... Do I need to roll for Skirk on stealth and climbing real quick?
Nah, you guys did good enough for the most part to keep her in it.
Alright.
She's got claws.
Like, I'm not rolling for those clones in the back, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's close by to scare.
I see shit all.
I'm gonna spend a Destiny point to
Wow.
lower the difficulty. That's alright, because we haven't
Wait,
used
hold
Destiny at
on,
all
wait.
right now.
yeah, sure, you can.
I want.
We got a lot of
I
it.
think we used 1. There's still a shitload, yes. Oh,
was like,
God,
but-
guys, you made him do math twice.
Oh god.
Here we go. All right, he did it. He figured it out.
Yes, combing the desert.
Well, this is more of a canyon than a desert. It's a hot, wet canyon. There's probably at the top. There's probably some like light
I'm
jungle.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking. I'm pretty sure I've heard the term "hot wet canyon" in some erotica.
You absolutely have, because people love analogies. As long as you do pretty good for yourself.
There are people who will use any like form of like analogy and be like, yeah, we'll just use that in there.
Well,
You gotta use
I
it.
agree. I agree with people. You can only say they thrust so many fucking times.
Lop says that. That was a Lop quote.
No, that was me, I believe. There's that quote somewhere.
Ah, yes.
Okay. Alrighty. So you guys all choose to roll. Good. Most of you succeed. Hey, Boots. You're pretty sure you're in a canyon right now.
Yep. I have 8.
Everybody else, you guys actually start combing the quote-unquote desert, the metaphorical desert. And so it's pretty simple. You get out there, you look. Yeah, that's right. Boots is doing that. He's holding the glasses for you guys because you can't see shit. But yeah, so you're doing your look around. You're doing your check. And even though you guys just on your own, you're in a canyon run that, like I said, has about maybe 50%ish of the thing. So you're looking at your own 5 to 10 square kilometers. In the process of probably half the night-ish, you guys are able to, with only Boots really taking the strain, because again, he's already injured and he's carrying a lot of shit, able to relatively quietly basically traipse up and down this thing. Which is good about the quiet, because it was Camo who rolled that success, right? Yeah, that triumph, right? Yeah. I will say, you guys roll your successes. You managed to get it done in a decent amount of time frame. with that triumph, Camo, you absolutely notice that there's a little deep bend where like I guess there was just some harder like granite or something in the formation that the water didn't cut through, right? Just the quirks of water and wind flow. But there's like a rock jutting out almost Pride Rock style, and you are like convinced there is definitely a large creature nesting up there.
Let's avoid that.
So yeah, you're pretty sure that this fork has at least one Soyvern roost in it. But they are diurnal, so if they hunt at night, they hunt earlier in the night than you guys are right now.
Okay.
They probably like hunt only at like, dusk.
Boss, we should keep distance from that.
They are apex predators, so they're probably not night blind or anything. It's just, what you do with your life. You don't hunt in the pitch dark. That's dumb.
Listen, I've had a full day of screeching at things, flying around, and chasing off people. I'm tired.
So yeah, it's clearly asleep, so there's no big deal. And like I said, nobody botched any stealth checks or anything. You don't get attacked by any horrible nocturnal or sleepy creatures.
Yeah.
And nobody fucked up their climb roll, so nobody slips and falls in a rapid or anything. It's pretty good. Honestly, you guys probably can't hear it like snoring or whatever because below you there's just whoosh, whoosh, river noises.
Yeah.
It's like a white noise machine up in here. But those of you with success, you guys, jog up and down this canyon. You check in. You probably, if not shine your flashlights, like poke your head in every little cave you can come across. And you don't find any obvious sign of enemy passage. Hold on. Get handkerchief and blow my nose. That realized I didn't have that handkerchief handy. My nose is a little itchy. Yeah, so you're looking for signs, right? You're looking for foot traffic, you're looking for obvious signs like guards, doors, guns, anything like that. You don't see any signs of that. You maybe see, like, especially those of you who rolled a decent amount of advantage on that perception check, like Aramaa, you got like 3 advantage because you can see perfectly in the dark. You probably notice these kind of look like tool marks, but they could really be anything, right? Like they could be from anybody. So, and you don't you're looking around and you check in some hidey holes. Like I said, you guys got some pretty decent spread between your 3 checks, with some advantage and stuff on those. You guys make sure to check all your nooks and crannies, unless they like literally parked in that Soyvern nest, which you're pretty sure is not how that works. You don't really find any cave spaces particular big enough to serve as a hangar, because that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a place where they can hide, 4 or 5 or more fighters, and clearly some ground crew, basically, as you ran into infantry. And you guys really don't seem to spot anything there.
Well, then.
Hey, so when I flipped a coin, it came up heads earlier. Actually, this is a good point. What was your radio protocol when you split?
Honestly, I don't think
because you were searching separately.
Yeah, I don't think I would have. Yeah, no.
You didn't say it. It's okay. All right then. Then probably after, like I said, 4 or 5 hours of this, the moons are high, moon and or moons, whatever. I don't think we've ever talked about Sohuliv's orbits. But they have some bitchin' tidal effects, so there's got to be some moons. Anyway, after about 4 or 5 hours of this, you guys, take a breather. Maybe you're considering if you want to do another pass or just go back to the rendezvous point, and you get a slight. It's a little staticky, but you get a click on your comm.
Okay.
Click go.
This is Squad 2. We've encountered what looks like an enemy foot patrol. 4 commando droids, 2 of them armed with long-range rifles. They're hanging out on a bluff. They're about 100 meters from a large waterfall that looks like it's got some cavern space behind it.
What?
You hear in the distance another one, like electrobinocs going. It's like, I think it looks like there's been some artificial enlargement of that cave. Yep, so we have a possible We can't get any closer, though. They got great sight lines. What do you want us to do, General? You probably hear like a third clone go like, I can hit him from here. Quiet you.
Aramaa just like, do not engage. Stay hitting. Stay hitting. Withdraw back to I don't know, fucking aid point as soon as able.
Yeah.
Mark
All right,
coordinates.
go back to the rally point.
Rally point. That's the word I'm thinking. Point.
Roger. Resuming comm silence. Click. They click off.
Yep, we click off too. All right. Well, we didn't find it, but let's head on back. I think honestly, that's as good as we're gonna get, unless we want to go storm in ourselves.
I guess we're gonna check that out in the daytime.
Yeah, with armor and guns.
Yeah.
All right. So I think the session will probably wind about down now because it is getting a little late. It's 11:30.
Should we say we
I
start the
gotta
next
go log
session
in
of us
FGO.
like just log in, like marching on to that point?
Well, there'll be some. I think there'll be some planning, but I think we're gonna start this way. Hey, it's time for everybody to make me another hard vigilance check
Is it
as you guys kind of rally back up.
Okay.
And make sure to add 2 black dice for darkness. Those of you who care.
Okay.
I'm decent at vigilance. Yes, I am.
Okay, so you.
I'm
The
going
not
to-
giving a shit about darkness really helps.
I'm gonna use a destiny point.
Look at my dice results right
All
there.
right, Axe.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
All right.
Yeah.
It's ending the
Okay,
session,
you
so
need to
All right.
click off
I
the-
spend a destiny point that Axe upgrades his check because I can do that.
fine. Okay. All right.
This
Oh.
constant upspending of points to go back.
Once
I mean, you
it's,
gave me a shitload just because you feel like it's safe at the end of the session.
I always had points left.
Well, I got points now too.
Yeah, a lot of
Alright.
points.
Sadly, I can only spend them one at a time, and I can't keep this.
Oh wait, I did. roll
Now, if I
ass.
did keep the pool every session, that would be funny. Well, yeah, one of those should be. Also,
Okay, I
one of
got
those should
nothing.
have been red.
I have
because
nothing.
I did actually spend that point, but it's okay. You already failed. All right. Somehow, Camo comically fails to notice.
Sadly,
Bootson, did you roll?
Yeah, he
I
got
only
like
have
7.
high.
It's just
I
like-
only have high vigilance.
I got 4 threat.
Yeah,
Look at how many blanks I got.
Where are you?
he's up. He's up. I see it.
I don't.
He's
See,
right here.
spending a light side destiny point, I'm just.
Oh, there it is. Okay, you guys did it at the same time. Okay, you tucked it under there. All right, yeah, there's your results. 4 threat. Wow, jeez. Okay.
Yeah. One success. That's the only thing I rolled that was positive.
So here's a funny thing. Boots, just take a wound. Just take an automatic wound. You don't see this coming, so you are struck by a small, well, not a small rock, probably a big head-sized rock. Just you
Bonk.
falls down, clunks you on the shoulder. Bonk. Ah. You gotta at least take a knee, if not full bone get flattened. Camo's probably distracted by that. But Aramaa and Wevu, you notice where that rock came from as you hear whisper quiet repulsors above you. This is where the ominous stealthy music plays as you see 5 shadows in a tight formation just gently out of the canyon and peel up into the sky and start accelerating.
Oh no, they're doing another run.
Ah,
Shit. Okay.
Man, I was hoping our presence in here would
Keep me busy.
Well, no, would discourage them from making more runs, to keep them from, being found, but they don't give a fuck, apparently.
yeah.
Well,
We know where they are
you
now.
did blow up a patrol that failed to come back, so
They're probably on edge.
there's multiple speculations that could be had, but they could be going for like the jig is up, or they could be trying to distract you, make you back off. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's gonna be the cliffhanger for this session. Is you guys are aware as a couple of these fighters zoom off into the night.
I guess we had to make some distance and then contact the rest to do some keep track. Or I don't know. We can't. I don't know.
There's not honestly, there's not much we can do. We don't have any.
There's not much we can do right now besides stop it tomorrow.
Yeah, we we brought armor, but we don't have it's not with us. We don't know where they're going, and yeah, they're stealthy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing them. You got gliders. They do outpace you in speed, but they can't in the canyon anyway. They can't pick up speed. You could try and tail them.
We can try, but
Yeah.
that'll be for
but
next.
we'll leave that for next time. Yeah, I'll give you guys some time to think about that because that's a big boy tactical decision. So yeah, in general for next session. Excuse me. You guys should probably think about A, what your rough plan of assault is on their hangar, because presumably you're gonna take that no matter what happens overnight.
Yeah.
And then B, what, if anything, do you want to do about the fact that they've sent off another raid? And that'll be everything. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Mhm.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we're outie. Cut it.
I had a lot of fun, guys.
It was good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, talking about motivations. Okay.
Yeah.
So you. Yeah, I think we're gonna hit a few motivations this week. I'm gonna say it's only 10 base. You took out an enemy squad and then you found the base.
Okay.
But I think several of you hit your motivation.
I think I hit mine.
Yeah, that seems fair. People are counting on you.
I think you hit mine because all the smaller moments of like I'm at a.
Well, yeah. So I was gonna bring it up for one. Boots obviously gets his. Like,
Yeah.
connection family. Like, literally, you ran out in front, and were like, "Shoot at me, shoot me!" Like, yeah, no, you did the thing, and those their wrist blasters are base damage 12, linked 1. So
Holy
no,
shit.
you were in some real fucking danger if I could roll dice.
Oh,
Like, even with your big boy soak, I could have slapped you pretty hard. So yeah, no,
5
that was
damage,
dangerous. And honestly, like, the moment you said that you were, while they were having that deep role playing moment, that Camo was like sitting back and just working on the map, I was like, oh yeah, you are. It was a small moment, but it was a kind of a continuum of a lot of moments. You were definitely hitting your motivation of the mission of just being like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna, you guys do that. I'm gonna focus on what we're actually here to do.
Yeah, like I have an ad, so I'm just gonna do this.
Let's see. Is honor in battle your only motivation?
I have. It's one of them. The other one is pursuit the force.
No, I don't think there's anything forcey to pursue here. I don't know. I don't feel like your engagement was particularly within your code of honor. Like, I mean, you technically brought a rocket to a rocket fight. Does that count?
Oh,
Well, lucky.
fucking Pochi just posted that her fucking her Dojin is getting an English translation.
Oh my! Time for you to buy 10 of them.
Maybe not 10.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Two of them. One to keep
think
it
it
in. One...
does.
Anyway, can we focus? We're not done yet.
Because Tor does count.
Okay, so if that's what's important to your character, of like you basically you had a fair fight, as it were, even though it.
Yeah,
Well-
plus she did not go into cover when she could have.
That's true. You stood your ground. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you can get your extra. All right. So everybody hit their motivation, which makes sense. This is a very role-playing heavy.
Yeah.
And I guess technically, even if I should have switched to rolling real dice further, that's why I bought 2 boxes of them. But even without that, technically dice-wise, maybe, like, they had a chance, especially those rocket droids.
That's why I went for them first.
No, I meant the rocket droids are the guys with jetpacks. That's what they're called.
Right.
They're called
Yeah,
rocket
right.
droids.
Right.
The squad with the missile launcher was, yeah, no, they were somewhat dangerous, as you saw with the missile tube, but
That's breach 320 damage, so it's like, yeah, no.
breach 3? No. What's wrong with you? 20 damage, breach 1.
Oh.
That said, they're using a rocket launcher. It's got, or a missile launcher. It's got, blast 10, so.
Ow.
While you guys were hugging Aramaa for your buffs, yeah, that would have sucked if I'd actually gotten them to fire. So no, that was a good call, and I kind of figured that would happen because they drew the aggro. I once again failed to realize how good you guys are at this, and was like, I believe last week I forgot Wevuguk was carrying the missile tube. So it was like, oh, there's 2 of you who can fire at extreme range. Like, I was thinking you guys would have to do like boots and like charge up first and engage them closer or let them come in.
Yeah.
So you guys,
forgot-
I tried to do a long range engagement and it really did not work out.
Oh yeah. Partly that is my fault because I forgot about myself. So yeah.
Hold on, I need to change somebody's nickname real quick.
Oh no.
What?
No,
Oh
no.
no.